Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, Hawkeye Women's Basketball is on the air. Presented by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, delivering the funds the university needs to drive academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Visit uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Also brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank. Proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Wimmer's Meats. The official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. And by 988. There is hope with a 988 Lifeline. Call or text 988 for free, 24/7. This is the University of Iowa Energy Collab pregame show, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Here's Rob Brooks and former Hawkeye Catherine Reynolds.
Hard to believe, but welcome to March and Senior Day inside Carver Hawkeye Arena, as Iowa will say so long to 5 outstanding seniors. And of course, different stories, as many of the players that have been here for 4 or more years, and others just 1. But as when we talk to Jan Jensen, the fact that you put on the black and gold and you are a Hawkeye forever, and certainly want to go out on a big note today against the Wisconsin Badgers. There's been some spectacular games on Senior Day inside this arena, the last 2 in particular, and the Hawkeyes who will celebrate the seniors after the game certainly first and foremost need a victory against the Wisconsin Badgers, coming in at 13-15, 4-13 in conference play. They have won 2 of the last 3, coming off a 30-point loss to UCLA. But Wisconsin, who has kind of been at the bottom of the Big Ten for much of the year, having won 2 of the last 3, have gotten themselves into the Big Ten tournament, so their confidence certainly has been given a boost as they enter the month of March. Victories against Penn State, that was at Penn State, 75-68, and then also defeated Northwestern 73-68 before losing to number 2 UCLA. But what really stands out for the Badgers is that victory against Michigan back on the 29th of January, who incidentally the Wolverines had just knocked off the Illinois Fighting Illini earlier today. That could have some implications as far as the Hawkeyes and what their seed might be in next week's Big Ten basketball tournament. That final score against Michigan in Madison, Wisconsin, 82-75. But when you look at this series overall, it has been a Hawkeye domination for sure, as Iowa has won 29 in a row against the Wisconsin Badgers and will go for 30 today, coming off that victory against Michigan, 79-66. Maybe one of the most impressive victories the Hawkeyes have had in Big Ten play. Also going after victory number 20. Try to get to 20-9 and then get 2 games above 500 in Big Ten play, 10-8. If the Hawkeyes can win this afternoon against the Badgers and keep that momentum going into Indianapolis midweek. Thanks so much for joining us across the Hawkeye Radio Network. Catherine will be along with Sean Sullivan, who had the scout today for the Wisconsin Badgers. We'll get some insight and his thoughts on Wisconsin. And of course, we'll catch up with Jan Jensen all leading up before a Senior Day tip-off just after 3 o'clock. Much more on the pregame show coming up next from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, Chef Grunder. Let's dive right into the machine shed. Fridays here mean all you care to have fried or broiled North Atlantic cod. Or try our bone-in seasoned catfish, lightly fried. More of a salmon lover? Choose between the machine shed's white wine sauce or apple bourbon glaze. Our sauteed savory shrimp will satisfy your taste buds with Old Bay seasoning and Asiago cheese. All great choices. Join us this Friday or every Friday for seafood worth savoring at the shed.
I-80 and Hickman Road, Urbandale. I-80 and Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list, clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, MidAmerican Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
So much to see, so many places to experience, and nobody helps you get there like Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited. Come to our travel showcase March 13th from 4:30 to 7:30 at the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids. Get in on exclusive show deals, meet our travel partners, discover unique travel opportunities, and enjoy complimentary food and drinks. Just visit duagency.com or call 319-393-1359 to register. The world is yours to explore at the DU Travel Showcase on March 13th.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena as we count down to tip-off on Senior Day as Iowa gets set to face the Wisconsin Badgers. And we're certainly proud to recognize MidwestOne Bank as today's game sponsor. MidwestOne. We combine sophisticated banking solutions and local expertise to deliver a custom financial strategy that is unique to your needs, small enough to care and big enough to deliver. Member FDIC. Pleased to be joined by Charlie Funk, the former Chief Executive Officer of MidwestOne Bank, current MidwestOne Bank board member. Charlie, appreciate you being here today.
Thank you, Rob.
I know you're into basketball. Just kind of tell me how that love developed and a little bit about your career.
Well, I played college basketball at William Jewell College in Liberty, Missouri, and was fortunate enough to have an NBA tryout and then played 2 years in Europe. And then after that decided to start refereeing, and I officiated college and high school basketball for 23 years, mostly college. So I find I'm a better referee from the stands than I was on the floor.
We're all kind of like that too, right?
I think we all are.
Well, you've obviously stayed close to the game, which is great, and has that kind of led to your support of the women's basketball team here?
Yes. I moved here from Des Moines, and when we moved here from Des Moines, we already knew Lisa and David Bluter, and so it was natural for us to buy season tickets, and I think this is our 24th or 25th year as season ticket holders. And, of course, we became acquainted with Jan, and it's really been remarkable, not only the last few years, but over the years to see the success this program's had. And I might add that Megan Gustafson was an intern at our bank,
right,
and really did a great job in the credit review area, and have fond memories of Megan's time as well.
Still playing, which is great.
Yeah, and not a nicer person around.
No question about that. You talk about sports, obviously. You see that a lot. Speaking of Megan, she could have jumped right into the business world, been very successful, and may down the road. But there is that correlation, right, with really good athletes that really transcend into the business side of things.
I think we could write a book on that, couldn't we?
Yeah.
If I had to pick two things, I would say that when you're in athletics, hard work usually translates into success. And I think the same in the business world, but also the concept of team. It's not all about me. So I think it's really important that you develop that team concept of working together for success. So lots has been written, lots has been talked about, but those would be two things I'd pick out, Rob.
Well, we really appreciate, Charlie, all the support that you've given women's basketball over the years. Been our presenting sponsor here, and hopefully it's been beneficial, and really appreciate it.
I think it's been good for both parties. We've been around as a company for 90 years, And what we do is we try to do things in the community that are important to Iowans. And I think we all know that in the winter, we throw another log on the fire and we turn on the Hawkeyes. And we either watch it on TV or we listen to Rob and Catherine. So we're happy to be sponsors of the Hawkeyes.
Only 90 years, huh? That's
only 90 years. I hope I make it that long.
Yeah, I hear you. Charlie, appreciate it. Great to see you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Charlie Fuck, former Chief Executive Officer, MidwestOne Bank, and current board member as well as today's sponsor. Done a great job sponsoring Hawkeye women's basketball all season long. Back to Carver after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Lacer Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Hawkeye athletics around Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and throughout campus. Lacer Graphics and Signs helps build your brand through custom graphics, signage, and video displays designed to specifically tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Lacer Graphics and Signs, a preferred graphic and signage provider of Iowa Hawkeye athletics. Visit them online at lacer.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as all the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. By 2025, we'll rely completely on climate-friendly, alternative fuels. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle these new fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer is 3/3/25.
Sean, can't believe it, but it's the last regular season game of the year. It is senior day, and so just talk about what those seniors have meant to their team and how you're honoring them leading up to this game.
Yeah, it's just been such a fast year. When you keep playing basketball, you just realize it's coming to an end. And I think these last 2 weeks, we've been playing really well with each other, and the chemistry has been fantastic. And now here we are, senior day, and the last two practices they've been really good at practices, and they also been very emotional practice because we just know it's coming to an end. And, with Lucy, Sid, Kylie, AJ, and Addie, they've done great for us tremendously for this program for their years they've been here, and for Lucy coming in. It's going to be an emotional game for them, but our plan is to get them all in at some point and they can all play together.
So turning to Wisconsin, 4-13 on the year, that record certainly doesn't jump off the page, but you have to come ready to play. All that emotional, all that stuff kind of has to wait for the post-game ceremony, and you want to do that with a win. So what are the keys to taking down Wisconsin?
Yeah, Wisconsin is a very, very good team. Their record, just don't even look at that. They played a lot of teams close, and the one thing they're really good at is getting the ball to Sarah Williams. She is dominant inside. We got to take care of the high-low action because they're very, very good at that. And then the other thing they're good at is when Sarah gets the ball inside, she's passing it. She's a great passer, and they got about 3 people shooting close to 40% from the three-point line. So we got to make sure we defend that three-point line and really take care of Sarah.
And last question for you, Sean, is with the Big Ten tournament looming, more than likely you're traveling in just Tuesday, not very far away, 48 hours. So how do you get your team to lock in on today with all the festivities notwithstanding and know that today we go 1-0 and that's all that matters?
Yeah, I think the Big Ten is so tough this year. There's upsets left and right. Teams are with each other, and we just try to take it day by day, one game at a time, one play at a time, and don't worry about anything else because when you do your job, everything just gets taken care of.
Well, Sean, you've done your job quite well. Welcome back. I know you had a senior day yourself here as an Iowa Hawkeye student manager and a great Hawkeye through and through. So this day is special for you as well. Good luck against the Badgers.
Catherine, thank you very much. Sean Sullivan, first-year assistant coach for the Iowa Hawkeyes, former student manager here at Iowa, most recently at the University of North Carolina. Jan Jensen on deck. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Hey there, sports fans. Hungry for a legendary experience? Look no further than Bump's Restaurants, proudly named after the legendary Bump Elliott. Nestled right at the Finkbine Golf Course on Melrose Avenue, Bump's is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals. Present your ticket from today's game at Bump's and get a buy one appetizer, get the second appetizer free deal. Offer good through the next home game. See you soon off Melrose Avenue at the Finkbine Golf Course. Bump's Restaurant, a legendary place with legendary food.
Hey, Hawkeyes, while your hard-working class are on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Experience the world. Join the Destinations Unlimited Travel Showcase on March 13th, 4:30 to 7:30 at the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids. Exclusive deals await. Visit duagency.com or call 319-393-1359 to register.
You don't have to go to the game to get a game program. You can download it now by visiting the game day page on HawkeyeSports.com. That's right, the game program is now digital and it's free. So check it out. Get the roster, the stats, and fascinating stories about today's matchup. Just go to HawkeyeSports.com and click on Game Day.
Final regular season game of the year. The Hawks and the Wisconsin Badgers for the first time this year. The Hawks have won 29 in a row in the series. Time for the shoot-around with Jan Jensen, presented by Oak Knoll. It is Oak Knoll's mission to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near University of Iowa Healthcare, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and of course downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Well, Jan, hard to believe, game 29, and here we are on senior day. I'm sure at times this year things have maybe stood still, and other times it's gone really fast, but unbelievable here at the end of the regular season.
It really is. You know, it really has never stood still. I can't believe how fast this year has been. I feel like it's just been a blur since last May, actually, but it's been really great. I mean, the hard, the good, and everything in the middle. This team has really been a fun one to work with. They just keep showing up, and they keep being eager and open, and I think that's why we're standing here at the last game of the year, really so pleased to celebrate the seniors, but to have a shot at 20 wins, and then all the excitement left in March. So I think we're very, very grateful at the moment.
Yeah, setting things up real nice. And the thing is saying goodbye to 5 outstanding young ladies and, different journeys. But still, you put on the black and gold uniform, and that's meaningful no matter how many minutes you played or how many years you were here.
Yeah, absolutely. I talked a lot about in the circle today after practice about how you never really know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. And, with this group of seniors, you've had some playing impactful minutes, some not playing very many minutes during games that people can see, but every day in practice. And, all of that ends up being, the makings of some incredible memories. And I just have always hoped, regardless of every step of my career is that as they get farther and farther from their playing days, they'll just remember so much good, even on the days when it was like, my gosh, how much are we running? Or are you kidding me? But they become, the best of times. So I'm just really, really grateful to be part of this senior class's last hurrah in Carver.
And there's been some special senior days here in the past that we can remember oh so well.
Absolutely. And I think every day, every senior day is special. It's just when you have like GOAT-like people, that just is more impactful in some ways because the public celebrates it so much. But I think when you're a coach, every day or every senior day is so special to you because everything you've gone through with that team and that particular unit. So we've definitely had some special public ones, but to me, every one of them has been so special because a lot of times it's the people who are unsung that really make the whole thing run.
But first things first, you got to get a victory.
Yep,
and Wisconsin beat Michigan earlier this year. They've won 2 of the last 3, got themselves into the Big Ten tournament, and Sarah Williams, of course, we all know her, and one of the best pivot players in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I mean, I keep looking at the league, and as well as I think Wisconsin plays at times, I just can't believe that their record is as reflective because Sarah Williams is one of the premier centers. She was all big last year. I'm certain she'll be all big this year. Her numbers are so good. And they have 2 kids in the starting lineup that are pushing 40% shooting threes. Obviously, it's more of a defensive thing. But when you're shooting that well, if you catch someone on a non-shooting night for their particular opponent, boy, it can spell some challenging troubles. So I think we've done a good job of keeping their focus. I mean, senior days are always dicey. Lots of tears before, even tears yesterday in practice. All good, but the emotion
kind of hits you.
Yeah, it does, and it hits players at different times. So I've been talking a lot about. We got a lot of emotions before and after, but in those 40 minutes, we are just basketball players that are trying to take that next step on the journey.
Well, March is here. Let's get the first one in month 3 of 2025.
Absolutely. God bless and go Hawks.
Jan Jensen on the pregame show, back with more from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Oh, I can't even think about cooking tonight. I'm so exhausted. You know what? I'll just grab Quick Start for supper. It's easy and everyone likes it. Plus, I need gas anyway. 2 birds, 1 stone. And it's so affordable. With my rewards card, I'll save even more. Yes, I am winning tonight. Wait, the kids are totally going to want dessert. I'll grab some of their chocolate chip cookies. Maybe for later or, for the drive home. It's fine. Life's busy. Quick Star's got you. Food's here.
Hawkeye fans, get ready for the game with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're excited to bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Enjoy fan favorites like Easy Eddie and Citrus Surfer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to Carver? Join us at any of our 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon, where you can get out of the cold and enjoy warm hospitality while watching the game. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Iowa Hawkeyes all season long. Go Hawks!
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Lacer Graphics and Science provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Hawkeye athletics around Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and throughout campus. Lacer Graphics and Science helps build your brand through custom graphics, signage, and video displays designed to specifically tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Lacer Graphics and Science, a preferred graphic and signage provider of Iowa Hawkeye athletics. Visit them online at lacer.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
The Hawks and the Badgers starting lineups presented by Melrose Meadows. Tired of cooking, cleaning, or just being alone? Check out Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community. With underground parking, a heated pool, and endless opportunities to stay fit and social. To learn more, visit melrosemeadows.com. MidwestOneBank.com. For the Hawkeyes, the same five that we've been accustomed to starting the game. Sydney Falter, Kylie Fierbach, Hannah Stalkey in the middle, Lucy Olson, and Taylor McCabe in the backcourt. We'll get to the Badgers after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Did you know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard with 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources? Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, with our partner, NG Iowa, is offering full-time positions in utility operations for our campus and hospital water, heating, steam, and distribution systems. Check out the jobs and apply at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Getting ready for the starting lineups to be introduced here inside Carver Hawkeye Arena on a blackout Sunday afternoon, as the Hawkeyes will have the black uniforms on for the final regular season game of the year. We gave you the Iowa starters. Now time to take a look at the Wisconsin Badgers starters this afternoon, as Carter McCray, a 6'1" sophomore from Ohio, will be joined by Tess Myers, a 5'9" graduate student from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as she is averaging 7.1, McCray 10.5. Ronnie Porter, the point guard, averaging 8.7, 3.9 rebounds a contest from St. Paul, Minnesota, a 5'4" junior. Natalie Leitzinger, a 5'8" graduate student from Monroe, Wisconsin. And in the middle, it'll be the 6'4" junior, all Big Ten a season ago. Expect the same this year. Sarah Williams from Brooklyn, New York. Those are the five starters for Marissa Mosley in her fourth year as the head coach at Wisconsin. 47 victories against 73 losses. Jan Jensen, 19-9 on the year, 9-8 in Big Ten conference play, winners of 7 of their last 9. Victory number 20 on the horizon. And Catherine, talking to Coach Jensen even a couple of weeks ago, she mentioned, hey, that's an important feat to get to number 20, kind of a special mark, especially getting through the regular season.
Yeah, 20 wins is definitely one of those milestone numbers for basketball programs, and especially for Coach Jan Jensen coming into this season with really an entirely new team. You know, a cast of characters that even the returners didn't play a ton of minutes, or their roles were significantly different than they were in years past on this same team. But then you add Lucy Olson, you know, a senior transfer from Villanova. Obviously a great piece, but it's still new, right? So you have to spend a lot of this season was really melding together. And although there was that, you know, little losing streak here, there was a bigger winning streak after it. And this team has continued to bounce back time and again from within the course of runs in a basketball game and then over the course of the season. So yeah, going for 20 today is not nothing. And I know for Coach Jensen, one of those goals that you put on the board when you're going into the season, it's to get to at least 20 wins. So this is a big one for her, and I'm thrilled for her to have that opportunity today.
Well, what do the Hawkeyes have to do to get number 20?
Well, it does start with Sarah Williams, the junior forward for Wisconsin. She is one of the best players in the conference, there's no question. She just doesn't get as much attention as some of the other big names because her team is, has the record that they do at 4-13 in the conference. She's on a different team. You're hearing about her every day. She's averaging nearly 20 and 10, 19 point something and 10 rebounds a game. A great player, a great passer. She runs the floor really well. So she's the first key. And there's some team defense involved in defending her. Secondly, it's three-point defense. 3 players in Tess Myers, Natalie Leitzinger, and Lily Cron are all shooting it from 3 at 37% and above, including Leitzinger shooting it at a 42% clip from 3. So I think defending, when it comes to Sarah, you're defending inside out. When you have those other shooters on the floor, you're defending outside in. And so closing out tight. And lastly, it's playing Iowa basketball. And a day like today, yes, there's some emotions and all those things, but really you just take it and approach it like any other contest. You leave that stuff for the locker room and for after the game, and for these 40 minutes, you throw out the fact that Wisconsin has only won 4 games in the Big Ten, and you play your game to the best of your ability.
Keys to the game for Catherine as the Hawkeyes go for 30 in a row against the Wisconsin Badgers. Great crowd again on this Sunday afternoon. We'll have the tip in just a moment, but let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Hawkeye Radio Network. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Opening tip-off brought to you by Farmers State Bank. Farmers State Bank has proudly served Eastern Iowa for decades, providing customers with faster answers, stronger partnerships, and better banking. Visit our friends at FSB Online at myfsbonline.com or the convenient branch in Tiffin. Farmers State Bank, that's FSB, Iowa's faster, stronger, better community bank. Member FDIC. As we told you, the Hawkeyes on a blackout Sunday afternoon in their black uniforms, which normally wear away from Carver Hawkeye. And the Badgers go with their home white with the script Badgers in red across the front. And Wisconsin will have the first possession as Williams wins the tap against Hannah Stolke. Remember, Hannah wasn't feeling all that great in that victory against Michigan. Hopefully doing much better here this afternoon as the shot by McCray is missed inside the paint and the ball goes out of bounds along the baseline. Will stay with the Badgers. Leitzinger will throw it in right of the basket. Hoop to our left. Gets it into Tess Myers. Olsen on her, and now a top of the key jumper, no good by Williams. She's got that 15 to 17 foot range and misses the first shot of the ball game. Hawkeyes race down court. Now we'll set things up around the arc, just underway. The Hawks and the Badgers' final regular season game of the year. Here's Kylie Fierbach. Now to Sydney Falter. Reverses the ball to Olsen, right side. Now top of the key to Fierbach, dribbles between her legs, gets it off to Sydney with 5 to shoot. Sydney tries to make a move, then lobs it inside to Hannah Stolke. She's there, grabs it, lays it up and in.
And Stolke had a height advantage there because they switched the ball screen between Sydney and Hannah, which led to the screen and roll on the switch. Way to take advantage of it by Sydney.
And good timing, too, because just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Porter on the left wing, being hounded by Kylie Fierbach. Or if there's somebody that deserves to be on the all-defensive team in the Big Ten, it is the Hawkeye senior. Porter all the way to the basket. Layup no good, missed it on the left side. Hawks corral the rebound, bring it into the front court. Olsen slips it off right side. Fierbach for 3. All net for Kylie Fierbach.
Oh, Kylie with the big smile, assist, senior to senior. You can bet there's going to be a lot of those types of photo finish moments today.
Kylie had 4 assists and 4 steals at Michigan, and a top of the key 2-pointer, good by Sarah Williams.
Showing that range that you just mentioned.
And Olsen can't connect on the left side. Free attempt into the hands of the Badgers. 5-2 Hawkeyes. Wisconsin into the front court. Here's McCray, top of the key. Slips it off to Ronnie Porter, the point guard. Free throw line extended left. Now back to Williams. Stolke comes out on her. She gets to the elbow. Spin move from 14, no good. And the rebound taken down by Sydney Falter. Falter brings it into the front court. Now Olsen, wide open three again. Count it from the left wing.
Heads up play by Taylor McCabe to pass it back to Lucy. It was Lucy's defender never got out of the paint to close out in that after the transition defense. A good awareness, way to knock down.
2 made threes for the Hawkeyes. Crowd into it, 8-2. The lead for the Hawkeyes at the start of the game. Leitzinger in between the circles. Hesitates going down the left side. Cut off by McCabe with 9 to shoot. Now bounce pass inside McCray. Now kicks it opposite side. 3 ball, no good. Myers. And rebound taken down by Taylor McCabe. Two-handed pass to Feuerbach, and then a bounce pass down on the right block intended for Stolke. Batted away by Wisconsin and out of bounds. Hawkeyes will have it 3 minutes into the game. 8-2 Hawkeyes.
This matchup between Sarah Williams and Hannah Stolke has been a fun one to watch already. So much athleticism and speed down the floor.
Yep, 2 all Big Ten caliber players going at it. Hawks get it in. Now Stolke in the paint with both feet. Kick it out to Feuerbach for 3. No good off the right side of the iron. Sarah Williams pulls down the rebound. Gets it ahead to Porter. Now bounce pass inside to Leitzinger. Now kicks it into the corner. Myers dribbles it out to the wing. Leitzinger down the baseline. Williams, and she took an extra step trying to back her way toward the left block.
Well, Iowa's defense has been pretty much suffocating so far. Wisconsin can't get anything in the paint, and when they do, things like that, those turnovers are happening. So it'll be interesting to see if Coach Mosley decides to try to get Sarah Williams down on the block to get some high percentage looks.
Hallie Douglas back up 4 for Wisconsin into the game. First player off the bench. Olsen drives down the right side. Left wide open, banks it in.
Called play for Lucy. Have her curl around the screen at the elbow from Hannah and clears out the whole rim for her.
Olsen with 5. Right into Williams. She puts it on the floor and goes to the left block and scores with the left hand. Second basket for Williams, and then the Hawkeyes quickly down court, go right inside to Hannah Stolke. And Williams playing behind her commits her first. 10-4 Hawkeyes. Mulaney, Guyton in for Iowa at the 6:04 mark.
And not surprised to see Jensen go to the bench with a couple of these freshmen after the performance at Michigan. She was really pleased with what she saw from her freshman class in that victory over the Wolverines on Wednesday.
Carter McCray comes back into the game. 6'1" sophomore was not on the bench long. Williams will sit down after picking up that foul. Feuerbach to Guyton. Fires a 3. This one's short off the left side of the iron. And the rebound taken down by Wisconsin. Hawks by 6. Badgers with the basketball. Go inside to McCray. Spins over Stolke. Goes glass and finishes.
And Hannah just got too deep there. Allowed the post to seal her at the block way too deep. And then Iowa, the quick turnover in transition, just a pass out of control to Kylie Feuerbach streaking down the left side lane.
Yeah, just couldn't save it from going out of bounds along the baseline. Williams right back into the game.
She's hot potato subbing here. Just sit down, get
Be
up.
like a hockey line change here.
Yeah, too bad they have to stop the clock. You could just hockey sub like that, keep the pace of play going.
O'Grady in for Stolke.
O'Grady gets a warm welcome from the Hawkeye faithful today.
And some big-time games this year, no doubt about it. 10-6 Hawkeyes. First quarter action. Wisconsin with the basketball. Reverse it to Porter. Free throw line extended left. Guyton comes out on her. And then a three-pointer is up and no good by Douglas. But a long rebound taken down by McCray. Wisconsin a second opportunity. Here's Douglas, top of the key. Keeps that right-handed dribble going. Now pulls it up. Here's Cron into the game. Interior passing results in a little floater by McCray. Good from the middle of the paint.
Yeah, started with the offensive rebound, and then Wisconsin's very patient. They're not going to take quick shots.
Mulaney will take a quick shot. Miss the three-pointer left to the top of the key. Off the pass from Olsen. And Wisconsin corrals the rebound. Can tie the game, but Stepping out of bounds is Cron on the right side of the court. And that turnover will give Iowa the basketball with 4:45 left to go in the first. Our first break in the action here from Carver Hawkeye in quarter number 1. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. That includes the fuel in our vehicles. So when you fill up, pump it up with unleaded 88 and support Iowa's corn farmers. 4:45 left to go in the first. The Hawks 10, the Badgers 8. Wisconsin on a 6-0 run the last 1:25. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. You'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. A message from Iowa HHS.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawkeyes by 2 with 4:45 left to go in the opening quarter. Hawks 10, the Badgers 8. Iowa 4 out of 8 from the floor, back down a couple of threes. 2 out of 6, 4 out of 10 for Wisconsin. 0 for 2 from 3. Wisconsin shoots threes at 33.5% on the year. After the Badger turnover, Hawkeye basketball. Basket to our right. Here's Kylie Fierbach, free throw line extended on that right side. Badgers have pink shoes on. And so does Aaliyah Guyton. As she kicks it back out to Olsen. Drives 14 feet away at the elbow. Jumper good. She got the roll.
So much touch that Lucy has. You know, that 12-footer, it's a tough shot. Had everything rolled around and dropped in. She's so effective from that 12 to 15-foot range.
Hawks by 4. Here's Ronnie Porter. Gets a screen. Drives down the right side and gets it to go off the window. And she's bumped by Aaliyah Guyton.
Ronnie Porter's a tough player. She's only, she's listed at 5'4". I'd give her 5'3", maybe. But she's tough and she's hard-nosed, and that entire Iowa set had some sort of decoy action going to the left side, which was all designed to clear out the right side for her to drive at Aaliyah Guyton. She did too, with some success this time.
And she's played a lot her true freshman year. She drains the free throw. She's the facilitator for Wisconsin, so she has played a lot of Big Ten basketball in her junior campaign. That pulls Wisconsin to within 1. We're under 4, first quarter. Here's Guyton, gets it top of the key to Fierbach, now back to Aaliyah. Stops at the free throw line. Falter inside O'Grady and banked it in. Did a great job holding the ball high above her head.
She did a nice heads-up pass from Sydney Falter. Second assist like that, where she put it right where the post is the only one who can handle it.
And Sarah Williams has the ball batted away by O'Grady into the hands of a Falter, and then trying to get it ahead to Kylie Fierbach, and Some miscommunication on the pass, and it goes out of bounds to the Badgers.
Well, she threw it 4 feet behind her. I mean, away from the rim. You know, Kylie's as fast as Kylie is. That pass needs to lead her, and she'll get there. But I think just sort of an errant pass. You know, Sydney doesn't make mistakes like that too frequently. It just got out of her hands.
Hawks turn it over. Ball back to Wisconsin. Leitzinger in between the circles, and a whistle will go against Wisconsin off the ball. Carter McCray with her first. 14-11 Hawkeyes. Stremlow into the game. Right at the top of the key. Takes a couple of dribbles, passes to McCabe. Holds the ball, looks inside to O'Grady, being fronted by Williams. As Olsen comes to get the ball on the right side, goes to the left side, and goes to the left hand for the layup.
Well, Lucy scored every way that you can already in this first quarter. They just really have had no answer for her.
9 so far for Lucy Olsen, coming off a 20. And then Williams gets in deep in the paint and scores her third basket. Then O'Grady receives a pass down court in the paint and had it knocked away and out of bounds. Plenty of white jerseys there. Wisconsin had it there to defend the play, and rather fortuitous that the Hawkeyes get the ball back, as Olsen will get it in to Stremlow. Free throw line extended left. Iowa by 3. 2:33 left to go in the opening quarter. Here's Olsen, wide open three, right at the top of the key, off the front of the iron. Stremlow skies for the rebound, flips it off to Addie O'Grady, layup good.
That's going on the highlight reel. There's no doubt, and if Dalton's watching, that's an O board for Stremlow, and then a beautiful no-looker to O'Grady for 2.
There she is, always around that basketball, Taylor Stremlow. Williams tries to get a bounce pass inside to McCray, takes a hop step, goes up strong, and finishes off the window.
You know, McCray's a transfer from Northern Kentucky. She's played really big minutes for Wisconsin, on 10 points and 7 rebounds a game on the season.
And has 6 in this contest and pulls the Badgers to within 3. And then Olsen trying to get the ball to Stremlow on the right wing, and looked like Taylor tripped, lost her balance, and the ball sails out of bounds over to the Wisconsin Badgers. Porter brings it across the timeline, angles right side for Wisconsin, goes to the short corner, pops it back out to Williams, top of the key, reverses the ball to Myers. She'll fire a three-pointer and splits the net.
Another transfer who's done good things for Wisconsin. That's Tess Myers, transfer from Duquesne, grad senior.
And 2 mid-major transfers that have done well for Wisconsin as Hannah Stolke breaks free inside, right-handed layup off the window, good.
Really smart to go into Stolke in the paint too, as Sarah Williams does have that 1 foul already in the game.
2018, Hawkeyes go back up by 2. Porter, bounce pass inside. McCray goes to work on the right block and scores against Sydney Falter, and she's fouled and will have a chance for a 3-point play.
McCray's got good size, good strength, tough matchup, just like Sid always gets assigned every game. You know, she's usually shorter and smaller than her matchup, but McCray is just getting her buried deep on the block and then able to finish the layup because Sid is so deep in the paint.
McCray is 6'1", plays bigger than that. Free throw good. And Wisconsin grabs the lead at 21-20. 1 minute left to go in the opening quarter. Here's McCabe for 3, rimming no. Missed it from the left wing, and a foul on the rebound. This will go against the Badgers. That'll be Porter's first, team's third in the quarter with 56.6 left to go. Hawks can regain the lead, down 1. Here's a Falter, right of the top of the circle. Inside Stolke, corner, jumper, no good by McCabe. A Falter, the rebound along the baseline. Yeah, this is going to be a foul against the Hawkeyes. Are just out of bounds over to Wisconsin. So no foul, Wisconsin basketball. Porter in the front court. Wisconsin on top by 1. 30 seconds left to go, the first quarter. Remember, a falter coming off a career-high 24. Porter down the right side of the lane. Layup too strong. Stremlow the rebound. Gets it back from Stalky and pushes it ahead to Olsen. Hawks can hold for the final shot of quarter number 1. Down 21-20. Olsen keeps that dribble going out by the logo. Stutter step move to the right side. Crossover. Gets to the free throw line. Shot short. Williams grabs the rebound. And buzzer will sound before a half-court shot attempt by Leitzinger to close out the first 10 minutes. Wisconsin has made 6 of their last 7 from the floor and lead it 21-20 after 1. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball all season long, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Always assume a downed power line is energized. Stay far away and call 911. Get more safety tips at midamericanenergy.com. Second quarter action coming up after the break. Wisconsin 21, Iowa 20. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products, we've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Hey Hawk fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis-infused beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
Oh, I can't even think about cooking tonight. I'm so exhausted. You know what? I'll just grab Quick Start for supper. It's easy and everyone likes it. Plus, I need gas anyway. 2 birds, 1 stone. And it's so affordable. With my rewards card, I'll save even more. Yes, I am winning tonight. Wait, the kids are totally going to want dessert. I'll grab some of their chocolate chip cookies. Maybe for later or, for the drive home. It's fine. Life's busy. Quick Start's got you. Food's here.
Hawkeyes will start quarter number 2 with the basketball. Lucy Olsen with 9 points. Hannah Stalky with 4. Addie O'Grady with 4. And here's Sydney Falter looking for her first deuce and has her layup blocked on the right block. And Wisconsin digs it up with a 1-point advantage. Top of the key, McCray takes a couple of dribbles, hands it off to Ronnie Porter. Angles right side. And as the ball tipped up in the air by Olsen and picked off by Hannah Stalky.
It was great pocket defense by Hannah Stalky, getting a hand in there to help out Sydney, her teammate.
Hannah Falter has the ball, brings it to the right side near the Wisconsin bench. Now McCabe around the arc to Olsen, fakes a 3, puts it on the floor, goes toward the baseline, spins, tries to create some space, goes up and couldn't get it to go. A little bit strong off the back of the iron, and Wisconsin gets the rebound, brings it into the front court. Here's Leitzinger. Now to Williams, top of the key. She has 6 to lead the Badgers, who have the lead by 1. 1 minute into second quarter action. Williams takes a dribble, gets it to Myers, free throw line extended left. Now to McCray, outside the paint, moves in the paint, spin move, goes up over a Falter, too strong, and Stalky snatches that rebound. Gets it to McCabe, tried to get it to Olsen on the right side, and it's knocked away by Wisconsin, but then went off the fingertips of Lucy Olsen. And it will be Wisconsin basketball in the backcourt. Badgers on top by 1, 21-20. That was the score at the end of 1.
About the Hawkeyes' 4th turnover of the game here, just entering the second quarter. It's too many against a defensive team that really, they're not forcing you into those errors. Iowa's done it to themselves to this point.
And Wisconsin gives up 71 points on the year. Douglas back into the game. Out of Ronnie Porter. Hesitation move along the baseline, kicks it back out to Williams. Top of the key, puts it on the floor, gets into the paint, and finally called for traveling. Traveled at least twice and was about ready to for a third time. Easy call.
That plus taking a charge, Hannah Stolke went flying, so there was going to be some call that was going to the Hawkeyes' favor there.
Hawks down one with the ball. Here's Kylie Feuerbach in between the circles. Now Lucy Olson, left to the top circle. Now back to Sydney Falter in that same area. Kylie Feuerbach holds the ball high above her head. Bounce pass to Stolke. She pivots, gets it now to McCabe on the left side. Cross-court pass with 2 to shoot. Olsen makes a move down on the right block and just, I don't think, got it up in time. It was an air ball anyway, but didn't hit the rim. Wisconsin basketball shot clock violation on the Hawkeyes. Aaliyah Guyton for Olsen.
Well, Taylor McCabe had a brief second, but she does not take shots that she doesn't think she's going to get off or if she thinks she's going to get blocked. And then that was sort of the delay on that play that Iowa was running, led to the shot clock violation eventually.
Nobody scored in the second quarter. Wisconsin with a 1-point lead and the basketball. Here's Myers, brings it to the top of the key, and Feuerbach gets a hand in there. Both players dive at midcourt, but it's dug up by Ronnie Porter. 4 to shoot. Now in the corner, Douglas tried to whip a pass inside, picked off by Hannah Stolke. Now to Kylie Feuerbach. Brings it to the elbow, now pops it back out to Leah Guyton. Right at the top circle. Now Kylie gets it to Sydney Falter, drives down the left side, into the corner, McCabe. 3 minutes into quarter number 2. No points in the first 3 minutes by either team. Now Guyton with 4. Bounce pass into Stolke. Shot up. Good. In traffic. Count it. And she's fouled with about 2.5 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
Wrong place, wrong time for the Wisconsin 4-player Hallie Douglas, as Hannah got that and basically just ran directly into that help side defense Douglas was providing, and exactly what you don't want to happen if you're Wisconsin. You play good defense, solid, keep them out of the paint for 28 seconds, and then not only to give up the score, but the foul as well, as Stolke sinks the free throw to complete the 3-point play.
And she has 7, and that'll give the Hawkeyes a 2-point advantage at 23-21. With 6:53 left to go in the second.
It's a little drafty in the building today. Coach Jensen's wearing short sleeves here in front of us. She's got to be cold.
Well, you had your jacket on earlier, and I'm not too far behind you.
Well, I've got it over my legs now. Keep me warm.
Well, as you said earlier, it's not 70. It's still in the 30s.
But it is sunny, so it's a beautiful day.
Well, it feels good to get to March, doesn't it? Here's a 15-foot jumper straight away. Goes off the window, no good by McCray. And then a Wisconsin push on the rebound.
That's great to see Hannah Stolke smirk as she draws the second foul on Sarah Williams here early in the second quarter. And Hannah loves these types of matchups where, you know, she's considered underrated in the matchup that she's going into. And I think she really thrives in that role. Like, okay, I'll prove to you that I can play alongside one of the best in the Big Ten.
Well, she's outscored Williams 7-6. Has Hannah Stolke and has the ball in the paint. Goes strong, a little bit too strong off the window. Made a nice move toward the baseline. Hawkeyes by 2. Badgers in the front court with the basketball. Here's Porter. Flips it off to Douglas. Her 3-pointer left to the top of the key. No good. And Guyton gets the rebound. Races into the front court. Keeps that left-handed dribble going as she goes to the rim down the left side of the lane. Shot is up and no good. Off the glass. Rebound to the Badgers. And then Porter a little bit out of control. And pushed off with that left arm. Great position for Kylie Feuerbach. Offensive foul, Ronnie Porter, her second.
And Ronnie Porter asking the official, how was that a charge? She said, well, it was pretty much a textbook charge. Kylie, another one, like you say, making a great campaign for herself to be on the all-defensive team for the conference.
Well, I don't know how you could keep her off.
I like it.
All the charges that she has taken, always draws that tough assignment. And I think is well known around the league as one of the top on-ball defenders. Guyton goes to the left. And another arm bar is going to be called on Wisconsin.
Well, what a story that is for Kylie, though, Rob. You know, she starts her freshman year at Iowa State. She's a starter as a freshman. She comes to Iowa. She tears her ACL. She spends a lot of time rehabbing it. I mean, she worked so hard to rehab to get back to form. And then, you know, last year played sparingly, and here she is starring in a starting role and going to be on that all-defensive team. No doubt about it.
Finishing off her career in spectacular fashion. 23-21, Hawks with a lead in the basketball after the Leitzinger foul. And there's Stalky taking it from the free throw line to the rim. And 2 more for Hannah Stalky. She ties Lucy Olson with 9 points to lead the Hawkeyes. 5:15 left to go in the second quarter. And Wisconsin turns it over as they tried to get it down to Carter McCray along the baseline off her left hand. And it will be Iowa basketball on top by 4.
Wisconsin's a different team when Sarah Williams is on the bench, and so drawing that second foul was huge.
Hawks in the front court. Here's Kylie Feuerbach right at the top of the key. Bounce pass down on the right block to Stalky. Back to Feuerbach, back to Stalky, and she's pushed from behind by Carter McCray. And now that's her second, and the Wisconsin fouls starting to mount. We've got timeout on the court, the under 5 timeout. 4:59 left to go, second quarter. Iowa 25, Wisconsin 21. At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. 4:59 left to go until halftime. Hawks have regained the lead after being down 21-20 after 1. Iowa by 4, 25-21. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
For hybrid vehicles that give you 614 miles of continuous driving, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands on Honda hybrids with 2.9% financing. Award-winning Honda hybrids, Accord, Civics, and CR-Vs. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Like the 2025 Honda Accord Sport or Touring model. Now with low 2.9% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 3/3/25.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hey, Hawk fans. Hey, Luca Garza, meet and greet in Minneapolis. Plus VIP game tickets to the Timberwolves Phoenix Suns game could be yours when you enter non-winning Feeling Lucky scratch tickets into your Iowa Lottery VIP club account. Simply visit ialottery.com/VIP for details and play today. Don't forget that you can join the swarm and team up with Iowa athletes to support local charities. Make a difference today. Visit iowaswarm.com to learn more. 4:59 left to go. Second quarter action. Iowa 25 and the Wisconsin Badgers 21. Stay tuned at the half. We'll have a U.S. Bank scoreboard and also a stats recap as Iowa has shut out the Wisconsin Badgers so far in the second quarter, 5-0, with Hannah Stalky at the line. Swishes the first. Hannah, the first player to get into double figures with 10, coming off 13-5 at Michigan midweek. Second one also perfect. 27-21. Hawks go up by 6, led by 8 in the first quarter. Wisconsin basketball. Working around the arc. Here's Douglas on the right wing. One-handed pass to Leitzinger. Left side. Guyton comes out on her. Crowd gets into it. Now Cron. Jumper good from the right wing.
Well, the Iowa faithful were on their feet there trying to will the Hawkeye defense to a stop, but Lily Cron, a great three-point shooter, 37% on the year, knocks it down from the right wing.
Hit one against UCLA. Nice interior feed. Stocke finds Cynthia Falter, left-handed layup for her first hoop of the day.
Yeah, definitely a set called in that media timeout, executed perfectly, got the wide-open layup.
29-24 Hawkeyes, Wisconsin with the basketball. Douglas, top of the key. Now hands it back to Cron, left side, dribbles toward the baseline. Now back up to Leitzinger, 6 to shoot, brings it left side, now top of the key. Gets into the paint, up and under move is good. Off the glass with the left hand.
Kind of like a Lucy Olsen step-through move. Very patient, took
Tough
her
shot.
time. It was kind of high off the glass. She is left-handed, kind of got to her left side, had the slight advantage.
Did a good job in knowing how much time was left on the shot clock as well. Stocke hands it off to Olsen, 16-foot jumper, no good. Stocke races toward the hoop, grabs the rebound, put back is good.
Oh, no box out at all whatsoever on Hannah Stocke. You can't do that. That's in your scout. Box her out. She's the best jumper in the gym.
And remember, it's been Sarah Williams, the 6'4 setter for Wisconsin, on the bench with 2 personal fouls, but she'll be in next dead ball. Leitzinger, right side. Wisconsin reverses the ball. Myers, 3, all net from the left wing.
You could tell that was going in the second. It left her hand drop. We had a great angle on it. She's a good shooter. Again, the Duquesne transfer, shooting it at a high clip for Wisconsin.
Yeah, he had a season-high 18 points against Ohio State. That pulls the Badgers to within 2. They've made their last 3 from the floor. Olsen floats a pass to Stocke. Back outside. Guyton, 3. Count it from the left wing.
Those are perfect shots for Leah Guyton right now. Her feet are set. She's stepping in towards the basket, and her defense is closing out late on her. Those are the types of shots they want to work for to get for Guyton.
Leitzinger, left-handed dribble against Guyton. Good defensive intensity by Aaliyah. Now inside, McCray has it knocked away by Guyton. Almost a steal by Feuerbach. 6 to shoot. Leitzinger goes to the rim, off the window, no good. Left-handed layup, and McCray gets the rebound at the free throw line. And then a hold is going to be called on Cynthia Falter. That's her second. Williams and Porter back for the Badgers.
Sid wasn't too happy about that call, Rob. You can tell she's still kind of shaking her head. She plays such a physical game, and it was really fun to watch her on Wednesday against Michigan, where she was allowed to do some of those things and play as physical as she's capable of, and changes the complexion of the game when she's able to do so.
24-11 against the Wolverines. Sydney was huge in our player of the game in that big-time victory at Ann Arbor. 34-29. We're under 2, second quarter. Hawks with the lead. Get it right into Williams as she flashed toward the basket in the paint and puts it up and in.
That was a post clinic by Sarah Williams. Get Hannah to get on her high side, seal her off, and then had the whole left side of the rim all to herself to finish that layup.
Cuts that Hawkeye lead to 3 with 1:40 left to go in quarter number 2. Stocke, top of the key area, left side. Olsen puts it on the floor, gets into the paint, spins. And traveling will be called on Lucy Olsen.
Do you have a travel on that?
I didn't see it.
Sort of happy feet, I suppose. She's a happy player, I guess. It happens occasionally.
You could call it, right? And they did.
They sure did. Natasha Kami, a veteran official who I think does a really good job managing the coaches during games. It's like no secret some of these head coaches can really get after the officials, and she just tells them, hey, we're not getting yelled at all afternoon. She handles them really well. She's a good game manager, in my opinion.
1:34 left to go in the second quarter. 30-second timeout taken by Wisconsin. Hawkeyes by 3. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you no matter where you are in the state. Changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. UnitedHealthcare.org.
It'd be nice to go on a little run here over those last minute.
Take some momentum to the halftime break.
Yeah, exactly. A 3-point lead does not feel real comfortable for anybody. So it'd be nice to see Iowa maybe start here with a stop. I'm sure they discuss what sort of set they want to run when they go back the other way, and then play good defense, have the last possession of the half, close things out.
Badgers basketball, bring it into the front court, work it around the arc. Trying to free up Cron for three. No good off the left side of the iron, missed it from the left wing. Stalky gets the rebound, kicks it ahead to Kylie Feuerbach. Brings it into the front court. Now a falter right at the top of the key. Here's Kylie Feuerbach, free throw line extended right. Now goes toward the baseline, and a hold will be called on Wisconsin.
Number 4, Lily Cron, that is her first.
Cron, her first. Lily Cron out of Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin, 5'10" junior.
A couple times today, Wisconsin on the offensive end has run sets that, we'll just call it what it is, they've stolen from Iowa's arsenal of plays. And so it's always interesting to watch that matchup when they're running your stuff against you. And Iowa has it so well scouted. You can hear the coaches yelling out what's about to happen. But the players know the play, too, because they run it themselves.
Should know it well as Kylie Feuerbach knocks down both free throws.
And imitation's the greatest form of flattery, Rob.
That's right.
That's what they say.
Hawks by 5. We're under a minute. Second quarter. Here's Porter, left wing. Gets it to Williams. Her 16-foot jumper is wild. And then the offensive board putback is good by Douglas.
And Iowa showed zone there for the first time. Their first defensive possession in the zone. I guess Kylie got knocked to the floor, helped that offensive rebound.
Douglas picks up her first hoop of the game. Pulls the Badgers to within 3 with 30 seconds left to go. 15 on the shot clock. Olsen whips a pass left side, a falter for 3. In and out, missed it from the left side. Williams gets the rebound. Badgers will have an opportunity to hold for one. Marissa Mosley says we will hold for a final shot. Porter with 10. Now to Williams at the elbow, right side. Holds the ball and gets it into Porter. Kicks it back out. 3 ball is good by Myers at the buzzer. And I think it was released before time expired, which would tie the game at 36.
Yeah, the Wisconsin Badger team is juiced up running into the locker room, as they should be. You tie it going into halftime. You're on the road against a team you've lost, what'd you say, 29 times in a row to in this series. So absolutely they came to play. No surprise there. It's conference play. It's March basketball. So Iowa has some things to discuss and figure out at the halftime break.
Farmers State Bank has proudly served Eastern Iowa for decades, providing customers with faster answers, stronger partnerships, and better banking. Visit our friends at FSB Online at myfsbonline.com or the convenient branch in Tiffin. Farmers State Bank, that's FSB, Iowa's faster, stronger, better community bank. Member FDIC. Hawkeye halftime show is next. The three-pointer good. And we are tied at 36 at the half, the Hawks and the Badgers. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Fran McCaffrey. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as all the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. By 2025, we'll rely completely on climate-friendly, alternative fuels. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle these new fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hawkeye fans, get ready for the game with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're excited to bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Enjoy fan favorites like Easy Eddie and Citrus Surfer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to Carver? Go to BigGrove.com and enter for your chance to win Hawkeye tickets all season long. Or join us at any of our 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon, where you can get out of the cold and enjoy warm hospitality while watching the game. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes, all season long. Go Hawks!
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products, we've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Hawkeye Halftime Show, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with a Hy-Vee Perks membership. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. Powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Now back to courtside.
Well, with that last-second three-point field goal, the Badgers tied the game at 36. And it is now time for our halftime stats report, brought to you by Hy-Vee, your one-stop shop for making your life easier, healthier, and happier. Well, starting with the Iowa side of the box score and leading all scorers in the basketball game is Hannah Stolke, having a really nice day so far. 5 for 6 from the field for 13 total points, has 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals, and doing a great job on the star for Wisconsin, Sarah Williams. Lucy Olson is Iowa's second leading scorer with 9 points, but struggling a little bit. 4 for 10 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3, so certainly not the efficiency that we've sometimes seen out of Lucy. As a team, Iowa shooting 48% from the field on 14 of 29 shooting, 3 for 11 from 3 for 27%, and a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line. 3 of those coming from Hannah Stolke, who is also perfect herself, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. For Wisconsin as a team, shooting at 53% from the field, 15 for 28, 4 for 8 from 3 for 50%, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Perfect, but again, not making very many trips there for either team. Co-leading scorers for Wisconsin are Carter McRae with 9 points, and Tess Myers matching her there with 9 as well. Tess doing her damage from 3. All of her points have come from three-point range. No other stats of note for her other than 1 steal, and then Carter McRae has 5 boards to go along with her 9 points, 1 assist, and 1 turnover on the game. Notable that, similar to Wednesday night, Iowa is being out-rebounded after being a +7 on the year going into those contests. Currently, Wisconsin with 15 rebounds to Iowa's 12. 4 offensive rebounds for Wisconsin, 3 for Iowa. And that is the Hy-Vee halftime stats report.
And we are tied at 36 at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Iowa shooting for victory number 20 on the campaign, but we'll need a good 20 minutes of basketball to secure that. 36 apiece, Iowa and the Wisconsin Badgers. Iowa did not score the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds from the floor. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list, clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, MidAmerican Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
Hey Hawkeye fans, Callie Levine with Iowa Women's Basketball here. Your support in the stands is critical to our success on game day, but now you have another way to make a real impact. Join the Swarm today and partner with my teammates and me to service charities throughout Iowa. Together, we're making our state stronger and helping Iowa athletics become the place where we experience the thrill of winning championships. Head to iowaswarm.com for more information. Let's make a difference, Hawkeye Nation.
Hey folks, there's nothing better than burgers, beer, and sunshine. At Burger Shed, we've got all that and more. Try the pork banh mi sandwich with kimchi and teriyaki sauce, or triple your fun with the BS Mac, stacked with 3 buns with our signature BS sauce and homemade pickles. Wash it all down with a cold local brew, and don't forget to soak up the sunshine on one of our 2 patios with lakefront views. The only BS you need is the Burger Shed. Burger Shed, Bass Pro Drive, Altoona.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer is 3/3/25.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena on the Hawkeye Halftime Show. Iowa 36, Wisconsin 36. Let's take a look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard update before we get to the big scores in the Big Ten. The Iowa baseball team gets a victory over Washington State down in Texas, 14-3. Hawkeyes winners today for Rick Heller. And the Iowa softball team pushes its overall record to 13-5 with a 3-1 victory over Illinois. UNI men's basketball team loses at Bradley this afternoon, 73-56. Let's check the Big Ten scores. Already 3 finals. Michigan with a come-from-behind victory against Illinois in Champaign. The Wolverines win that game 78-69. Scored 30 points in the fourth quarter. Outscored the Fighting Illini 30-18. Rutgers 75, Penn State 70. That's a final. That has implications into who gets into the Big Ten tournament. And Indiana all over Purdue by 20, 77-57. Nebraska, no problem with Northwestern as that has gone final, 98-77. And closing out the first quarter, Maryland 22, Ohio State 17 from College Park. And then later on, the final game of the regular season in the Big Ten this year, Oregon and Washington. Of course, last night, USC defeated UCLA to win the outright Big Ten championship, so they will be the number 1 seed in Indianapolis next week. Check some top 25 scores of note. Iowa State at the half leads number 14 Kansas State 35-34 at Hilton. Also, Kansas, who Iowa defeated earlier this year, is trailing 22-19 against Oklahoma State. LSU has a 44-31 lead over Ole Miss, also at the half. That's a look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard update. We'll have more from Carver on the halftime show. We're tied at 36, the Hawks and the Badgers. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hey there, sports fans. Hungry for a legendary experience? Look no further than Bumps Restaurants, proudly named after the legendary Bump Elliott. Nestled right at the Finkbine Golf Course on Melrose Avenue, Bumps is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals. Present your ticket from today's game at Bumps and get a buy one appetizer, get the second appetizer free deal. Offer good through the next home game. See you soon off Melrose Avenue at the Finkbine Golf Course. Bumps Restaurant, a legendary place with legendary food.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you are in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty. For all your real estate needs, call 319-631-5455.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hawkeyes have led for 14 minutes and 34 seconds. Wisconsin for 4:15. There has been 2 lead changes, and the game has been tied 3 times as we are tied at 36. Hannah Stalkey leading the way for the Hawkeyes with 13 and also has 4 rebounds. 7 players have been on the court for Wisconsin, and 7 players have scored, 9 apiece for Myers and McCray. Hawks looking for victory number 20 and number 10 in Big Ten Conference play. 20 minutes of basketball left to go. We're tied at 36, the Hawks and the Badgers. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community. Tired of cooking, cleaning, or just being alone? Check out Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community with underground parking, heated pool, and endless opportunities to stay fit and social. Visit melrosemeadows.com.
So much to see, so many places to experience, and nobody helps you get there like Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited. Come to our travel showcase March 13th from 4:30 to 7:30 at the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids. Get in on exclusive show deals, meet our travel partners, discover unique travel opportunities, and enjoy complimentary food and drinks. Just visit duagency.com or call 319-393-1359 to register. The world is yours to explore at the DU Travel Showcase on March 13th.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Badgers will open third quarter action with the basketball. Left to right in front of us, courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena. Rob Brooks, Catherine Reynolds, thanks so much for joining us along the Hawkeye Radio Network, also XM Channel 388. As Williams has the ball in the paint, kicks it back out. Ronnie Porter tees up a three-pointer. That's an air ball, and Falter gets the rebound. Kicks it to Lucy Olson, who got off to a really good start in the first quarter, and now gets it back to a Falter. And rips the net. Top of the key three for Sydney Falter. Let's get Sid going on senior day.
Couldn't agree more. Maybe a little bit like her Ann Arbor Magic, where she was 4 for 4 from 3 in that first quarter.
She has 5. That's her first three-pointer of the afternoon and gives the Hawkeyes a 3-point advantage. Porter rolls a bounce pass inside to Williams, goes up, right block, no good. Hawkeyes were there defensively and get the rebound. Olsen across the timeline, gets into the paint, flips a pass inside to a Falter. Nice catch by Sydney, just ripped it away from Ronnie Porter, and the ball goes out of bounds as it was knocked out of her hands, and the Hawks will retain possession. Olsen will throw it in, left of the hoop along the baseline. And we'll get a wide open McCabe 3, missed it from the right side. Hannah Stalky gets the rebound in the paint, whips it back out to Feuerbach, 3 straight away, count it! Second three-pointer of the ball game for Kylie Feuerbach.
I love it. And I know Kylie just got herself a puppy, was in the gym shooting with her puppy the day after they got back from Ann Arbor, so I guess it worked.
Well, that ought to get you going, right?
Keep you up. No little companion by her side all the time.
And a whistle as Wisconsin had the ball on the right wing.
Truly a little puppy. Have you seen a photo, Rob?
I bet.
Have you seen her?
I have not.
I'll have to make sure.
You'll have to show me a little bit later on.
Well, I know you're a puppy guy.
Absolutely. Our dog's 12, though.
Oh, yeah? 12 years young.
That's right.
That's great.
Youthful.
Exactly.
So Feuerbach picks up the foul. 42-36. Hawkeyes with the lead. Wisconsin gets it in. Here's Porter. Free throw line extended left side. Brings it toward the top of the key. Feuerbach comes out on her. Now Leitzinger back to Porter. Gets into the paint. Wild shot from 12 is no good. Didn't hit anything. Hawks come away with the ball. Feuerbach in transition. Kicks it right side. Lucy Olsen. 3 from the right wing. Timeout Badgers.
3 threes from 3 seniors here today, Rob, to start this third quarter. I guess that 3 thing is a theme, but really great start to the third quarter. Electric in Carver right now is Sydney, Kylie, Lucy, all bury 3-pointers. And
that equals a 9-0 start in the quarter. Not even 2 minutes in as the Hawks take a 45-36 lead after we were tied at 36 at intermission. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. We're also proud to recognize MidwestOne Bank as this afternoon's game sponsor. MidwestOne, we combine sophisticated banking solutions and local expertise to deliver a custom financial strategy that is unique to your needs, small enough to care, big enough to deliver. Member FDIC. Badgers called timeout after the Hawks start with 3 threes in the third quarter to take a 45-36 advantage with 8:04 left to go in the third. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Oh, I can't even think about cooking tonight. I'm so exhausted. You know what? I'll just grab Quick Star for supper. It's easy and everyone likes it. Plus, I need gas anyway. 2 birds, 1 stone. And it's so affordable. With my rewards card, I'll save even more. Yes, I am winning tonight. Wait, the kids are totally going to want dessert. I'll grab some of their chocolate chip cookies. Maybe for later or, for the drive home. It's fine. Life's busy. Quick Star's got you. Food's here.
Lacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Hawkeye athletics around Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and throughout campus. Lacier Graphics and Signs helps build your brand through custom graphics, signage, and video displays designed to specifically tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Lacier Graphics and Signs, a preferred graphic and signage provider of Iowa Hawkeye athletics. Visit them online at lacier.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
Hi, Chef Grunder. Let's dive right into the machine shed. Fridays here mean all you care to have fried or broiled North Atlantic cod. Or try our bone-in seasoned catfish lightly fried. More of a salmon lover? Choose between the machine shed's white wine sauce or apple bourbon glaze. Our sauteed savory shrimp will satisfy your taste buds with Old Bay seasoning and Asiago cheese. All great choices. Join us this Friday or every Friday for seafood worth savoring at the shed.
I-80 and Hickman Road, Urbandale. I-80 and Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
Out of the timeout, Wisconsin works the ball around the arc and gets a Tess Myers open three-pointer at the top of the key. And she has 12, and that's 4 3-pointers for her on 5 attempts. That draws the Badgers within 45-39. Mullaney into the game, works the right side of the court, gets it back to Taylor McCabe. Now Feuerbach drives hard down the right side, and shot is no good. Stalky the rebound, put back, missed kind of a wide open, pretty easy shot, but will at least get 2 fouls. That's been a thing that we certainly would love to see, is more three-point conventional opportunities, taking that contact and knocking that shot down.
Especially as Hannah's improved her free throw shooting so much.
Been great.
It used to be the opposite problem. She was finishing at the rim, having a hard time making the free throw, and now, for whatever reason, has had kind of this theme throughout the season, those short bunnies that she's just either short-arming or long-arming, has a mixture of issues finishing those 2-point layups from close in. So I hear you, but I believe it's fixable, and we'll see. It's our last home game of the regular season here, a little late for fixes now. But
nope, that's an off-season situation. Hannah Stalky knocks down both free throws. 3 minutes into the third quarter, 47-39. Hawkeyes have gone on a 11-3 run to start the third quarter. 3 to shoot. Pull up, 17-foot jumper, no good. Myers had to force that one on the right side of the floor. Hawkeyes get the rebound quickly down court. Olsen sends it into Stalky. She's doubled. Now back to Mullaney for 3, no good. Off the left side of the iron. Had a good look from the right wing. Wisconsin in the front court. Iowa by 8 and a quick whistle.
Tegan just got a little overzealous there, put 2 hands on the ball handler's arms and just kind of held her there. So easy call for the official. But Tegan, a Madison area player, would love to light it up a little bit here against her home state's team.
Well, the Hawkeyes have done an okay recruiting job in the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah, if anyone's thinking Megan Gustafson, Sam Logic, some of the best players
McKenna Warnock.
Yeah, absolutely. The list goes on and on. Right now, Taylor Stremlow and Tegan Mullaney.
47-39. High-low action. Williams sends it in deep to Douglas. Left-handed layup is good.
That was way too easy. High-low action that Iowa had scouted. Just let them execute way too easily.
Had it at the free throw line, and Williams dumped it in. Feuerbach on the left wing, gets into the paint, kicks it right side to Mullaney, drives baseline, goes up in traffic. Didn't get the shot to go, but will shoot a pair. McCrae's 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, Tegan's not afraid to get into the mix of things, is she, Rob? Whether it's from 3.
Trying to make something happen.
Exactly, getting to the rim. Now that Iowa's been in this full court press here a little bit in the third quarter, Tegan's at the top of that. She's very active and an energetic player.
And knocks down the first free throw. Williams and McCrae will have the inside of the lane. Second one is up and no good off the back of the iron. Two-handed rebound for Sarah Williams. 48-41, Hawkeyes by 7, 5:50 left to go, third quarter. Porter on the right wing, spins toward the baseline and a collision with Taylor McCabe. And that'll go on the Hawks, number 2. First foul for Taylor McCabe, Stremlow into the contest.
Taylor Stremlow checking in for the Hawks.
48-41, Hawkeyes with the lead. Feuerbach will get a breather. And Porter throws it in along the baseline to Douglas. Now back to Ronnie Porter on the right wing. Dribbles to the middle of the court, sends it left side. That's an air ball 3 by Myers. She hasn't missed many today. Here's Mullaney. Drives baseline in the front court. Pulls up her dribble. Kicks it back to O'Grady. 16-foot jumper at the elbow is good.
Automatic O'Grady from that spot, Rob. No, the whole season long. She makes it look like a drill, standing still.
And a quick release. Doesn't hesitate. Hawks go back up by 9. Wisconsin basketball will slow the pace. Porter out near the timeline. Keeps that dribble going back and forth. Angles left side. Gets to the elbow. Spins with 5 to shoot. Left side, Myers. Gets it to McCrae. Mid-range jumper left side, no. And Williams gets the rebound, up and under move, no good. And McCray gets it back, turns in the paint, finishes off the window, and is fouled on the third shot attempt for Wisconsin.
Well, like you say, it was the third shot attempt. There's 2 offensive rebounds on that possession. It's just too many. There was lots of contact going on, and a whistle was bound to blow eventually.
So McCray with 11. Mullaney picks up the foul. Hawk fans, enjoy your home away from home at Coralville's Homewood Suites and the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Relax in spacious suites with free breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, and more. Perfectly located for your next Hawkeye visit. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports the Hawks. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires at Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Hawkeyes' big lead of 9 came at the 8:06 mark of this quarter, getting off to a great start on a 9-0 run with 3 threes. Still, they have a 50-43 advantage over the Badgers with 4:47 left to go. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products, we've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
For hybrid vehicles that give you 614 miles of continuous driving, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands on Honda hybrids with 2.9% financing. Award-winning Honda hybrids, Accord, Civics, and CRVs. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Like the 2025 Honda Accord Sport or Touring model. Now with low 2.9% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 3/3/25.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Carter McCray off the third attempt. Got that last basket to go. And then out of the timeout, we'll try to complete the three-point play, and she does. And has 12 points. First Wisconsin player in double figures. Averaging 10.5, has 12, and cuts that Hawkeye lead to 6. Stremlow in between the circles. Feeds right side. McCabe, now Mullaney right at the top of the key. Swings it to Olsen left side, one dribble. Now Stremlow takes it from the left side into the paint. Spin move, goes glass and finishes.
Really strong take by Taylor Stremlow. Spin move over the 5'3" Porter. Stremlow knew she had that matchup that she liked and took it right at the rim.
52-44. Hawkeyes have not led by more than 9 the entire afternoon. Here's Porter right side, dribbles to her left, rolls a bounce pass inside, turnaround shot is up and good by McCray, posting deep. And that'll be the third Tegan Mullaney foul. McCray has gone to work in the paint here in quarter number 3.
It's another one of those games where part of the reason Mullaney is seeing some additional minutes is that Iowa is having Hannah Stolke play some 4. And so when she's at the 4, there's substitution minutes that can come for Mullaney to come in at the 4, O'Grady at the 5 during those times. So I say that Hannah Stolke's back in the game now, but allows for some additional minutes for the freshman.
Free throw good by McCray. She has 15. And a nice, fine Stremlo from the left wing. Whips a pass over to the right block and finds Addie O'Grady. Catch and layup good.
I think that's one of the elements of Stremlo's games that's so underrated. Her passing is outstanding.
That gets the crowd back into it, 54-47. Williams, top of the key. Tries to drop it inside. It's picked off by Stolke, who brings it herself into the front court and then backs it out. Stremlo to Olsen. Gets into the paint. 14-foot jumper, no good up the right side. That time almost shot it coming down.
Yeah, don't love that shot there. A little bit of a force, like you say, kind of off balance. Let's see how we get a stop here and then get one that they like at the other end.
Wisconsin has the ball, working it around the arc. Here's Myers on the right side. Guyton into the game on her. Now Williams at the free throw line. Drives down the right side of the lane, and the layup good.
It's a tough matchup for O'Grady when Sarah Williams catches the ball at the high elbow and has the ability to drive to the rim. Tough for O'Grady to have that assignment from that feet away.
And with her back to the basket, made a spin move and has good quick feet. Bouncy player as Stolke takes it from the left wing into the paint. Goes up strong and is fouled. Porter on the help side picks up the foul. That's her fourth. Ronnie Porter averaging 8.7. At 13 against UCLA the last time out for Wisconsin. And Stolke at the line. And the first one perfect, has 16 points. And Hannah now a perfect 6 out of 6 from the free throw line. Also 8 boards for Hannah. Second one, good. Beautiful rotation.
Big for Porter to be out of the game. She's second in the conference in assists per game. So with her out, it changes Wisconsin's attack because she's the one usually distributing and facilitating for scores.
And she has that steadying influence for the Badgers as well. 56-49. Hawks with the lead, Badgers with the basketball. 2:14 left to go in the third. Williams sends it into the corner to Douglas. Tries to get it into the paint, and then a bounce pass inside to McCray. Off balance shot, right hand, no. Gets it back, goes up against Stolke this time. Also no good. Then Williams gets the board underneath and goes up and is clobbered by the Hawkeyes. So another offensive rebound for Wisconsin. O'Grady picks up her first personal, and that'll get Ava Hayden off the bench, who had terrific minutes in Ann Arbor last Wednesday.
Ava did do that, and she always comes in the game and brings energy and speed down the floor. And so again, you see Addie O'Grady with that foul, and Jane Jensen, frankly, is sick of seeing the offensive rebounds get given up. That's the 8th O board for Wisconsin on the game. They just have no business doing that tie. The 4th of the quarter, I should mention. So that's where you see that frustration come, and then Coach Jay saying, okay, we'll try something else.
Got to be ready on that bench. And Ava Hayden has shown that she is when given the opportunity. First free throw, no good. And Williams does knock down the second. Sarah has 11. Remember, she averages 19.2. Had some foul difficulty in the first 2 quarters. Hawkeye basketball on top by 6. 1:50 left to go, third quarter. Guyton comes off a screen, right of the top circle. Now to Stremlo, left side, into Hayden, goes left hand. Couldn't finish on the left block against McCray, but is pushed and picks up the 4th foul on Carter McCray.
Like you mentioned, going into the half really was foul trouble starting to loom for the Wisconsin Badgers, and it certainly now is playing an impact as people are playing out of position. They've got 3 or 4 fouls. It's changing how they can defend. And then there's Ava Hayden right away, first offensive possession that she's in the basketball game, getting herself in the stat column with the first made free throw.
Off the front of the rim and drop through. Ava had 6 points in 5 minutes and 56 seconds at Michigan. Second one is right through. Extends that lead to 8. 1:35 left to go in the third from Carver. 58-50 Iowa, and a kick out on the perimeter. That's Hannah Stolke out defending Douglas. It'll be Wisconsin basketball along the side. And Stolke picks it off all the way to the rim layup good as they tried to get it to Douglas on the perimeter. Stalky got a hand and took it all the way to the rim.
Looking like a guard with that steal and then take it coast to coast for the layup. Her teammates wanted her to dunk it.
Myers misses a three-pointer from the left wing. Hawks with the rebound. Get it into the front court. Now on top by 10. Big lead of the afternoon. Guyton gets into the paint. Kicks it back to Stremlow. Now Aaliyah, free throw line extended right. Stalky whips a pass into Hayden. Left-handed shot, no. And then Hayden going after the rebound over the back against Williams.
Hayden couldn't quite connect there using her left hand with that quick turn spin move, but then the quick foul, again, 92 feet away from the rim. She has a little bit of a tendency to do that here in her freshman campaign, where she wants to get her hands on that rebound because she knows she missed the shot. Leads to the quick foul.
So Williams will shoot a pair with the Hawkeyes up 10 with 51.5 left to go. And this one barely grazed the front of the rim. Williams on the season, almost an 80% free throw shooter. Second one is good. Hawks lead cut to 9. Here's Olsen right at the top of the key. Finds a seam, goes all the way to the rim. Right-handed layup good.
When they talk about standing a defender up, that's what they mean. She did one little kind of shimmy shoulder shake and had Leitzinger stuck in the mud.
Feeling good on that shot as Williams down on the right block makes a spin move toward the baseline, and a foul will be called on Ava Hayden playing behind Sarah Williams. So that'll be 2 quick ones on Ava Hayden. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn grows feed for our livestock, food for our families, and clean burning fuel. For your drive to the game, drive clean with Unleaded 88 and support Iowa corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with Unleaded 88. Williams goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. She has 14, had 8 at intermission, and it's 62-53 Iowa with the lead in the basketball. Olsen out near the timeline. Pretty much hold for the final shot. Stalky to Stremlow out near the top of the key area, and then lobs a pass into Hayden outside the paint. Now to Stremlow, step back 3, no good, off the right of the iron. Looked good, just missed it a little bit to the right side.
Yeah, another Madison area kid. That would have been awesome had that gone down for Taylor Stremlow, but good execution and good clock management to close out the quarter.
We can all help prevent suicide. There is hope with 988 Lifeline. Call or text 988 now. Good quarter for the Hawkeyes as they outscored the Badgers 26-17. Lead after 3, 62-53. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list, clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, MidAmerican Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
U.S. Cellular introduces US Mode, a way to set your phone for less distraction and deeper connection, so dinner sounds less like this and more like this. Visit in-store or online to set up US Mode. U.S. Cellular, the 5G network built for us.
Step into the action with the Fight for Iowa podcast. Join host Gary Dolphin as he takes you behind the scenes with Hawkeye coaches, athletes, and alumni. Tune in weekly on HawkeyeSports.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and more. Your front row seat to Hawkeye athletics.
Thanks so much for joining us along the Hawkeye Radio Network. Flagship stations WHO in Des Moines, WNT in Cedar Rapids, the Varsity app, and also the University of Iowa YouTube channel. Both of those are free. And our listeners on Sirius XM channel 388 this afternoon. As we close out the regular season, game 29. Hawks have the basketball. After going 8 of 15 from the floor in the third, 3 out of 6 from 3, and then Olsen loses the ball along the baseline, goes out of bounds, over to the Badgers. Hawkeyes on top by 9.
It's frustrating. They call those ATOs, after timeout plays, and when you don't execute on them, you're kind of bummed because then they're scouted and you didn't even get a score off of them as you head into postseason play.
Well, you just got to come up with more, right?
Yeah, there's no shortage of them, that's for sure.
And there's an offensive foul.
The foul is on number 25, Sarah Williams. That is her.
That'll be Williams with a block. That'll be her third. So she's done a good job playing with 2 fouls, which occurred back in the first half. She had a good third quarter, has 14 points, had 8 at intermission. Hawkeyes on top, 62-53 with the basketball. Just underway, fourth quarter action. Here's Olsen, left side, gets a screen from Stalky, gets into the paint. Floater good.
Just kept going into the paint until somebody stepped up to stop her, and that's when she took the opportunity to shoot it. It was a nice play by Lucy. She seems to be a little bit more comfortable finishing here later in this basketball game.
Has 16. Coming off of 20 at Michigan. 64-53, just about a minute into the fourth quarter. And Wisconsin almost threw it away, but it's dug up by Ronnie Porter, playing with 4 fouls, brings it to the right side. One-hand pass left side. Douglas with 3 on the shot clock. Drives, paint, scoop shot, good at the buzzer.
Basket by Allie Douglas.
Hawkeyes try to get it right back. Olsen twisting and turning down on the left block, and a push will be called on the Wisconsin Badgers.
Number 24, Natalie Leitzinger. That is her second.
Leitzinger second. Olsen to the free throw line for the first time today.
I really like the attack from Olsen, though, in response to the late shot clock bucket by the Badgers. Is get it and go. Put the pressure on them to get back in transition D and don't give them any time to set their defense.
Lucy knocks down the first. The Hawks have done a great job at the free throw line. 13 of 14 this afternoon. Second one in the air. Got it. That's more like it. 66-55. Hawks with the lead. Badgers with the basketball. Porter into the front court. Now we'll set it up in between the circles. Top of the key. Brings it right side. Pulls up her dribble. Kicks it back to Douglas. Now back to Porter. Left open for a 3. Sends it to the rim. No good. In and out. Olsen the rebound. Got it just outside the paint. Lucy brings it into the front court. Cynia Falter left side. Now back to Lucy. Gets into the paint after a behind the back dribble and passes it off to McCabe, who tried to lob it into Stalky, and it's stolen away by the Badgers. Badgers in the front court. Douglas whips it into Williams, and she backs down Stalky and goes to that right hand and scores.
Up until that score by Williams, when Stolke has been defending Sarah Williams, they switched to a front, whereas the beginning of the game, Hannah was playing behind. That time, she got stuck behind. It led to 2 points, so it's been a good adjustment.
And a good post-up by Sarah Williams, who had 22 against UCLA, so she can score against the best of the conference. And then Williams, playing defense, commits her 4th foul at the 7:44 mark of quarter number 4, 66-57 Iowa. Let's see if Marissa Mosley elects to keep her in.
Looks like she's going to for now, but risky biz doing that with 7:44 to go in still a relatively close game.
See if the Hawks can get something into Stalky to try to pick up that 5th. They do. Hannah, front of the rim, goes up in traffic. No. Gets her own rebound, kicks it back to Feuerbach. Now to McCabe. Right side, Olsen goes baseline layup, good. And Williams was there, but backed off. Lucy with the left-handed layup on the right side.
Nice finish with the left hand on the right side by Lucy. Add a little English to it, and you're right. Now Sarah Williams can't foul.
And a quick whistle as Wisconsin in the front court.
I know you were kind of giving me a hard time before the game about that I won't be shy about the officials, but
not a hard time.
That foul, why? What? It has no impact on the game. It's a touch foul away from the basketball. Why call it?
I agree with you.
I don't understand sometimes. Lots of times.
Well, you're not alone. 68-57.
Thanks, Rob.
After the Olsen foul, the good news is just her first. McCray at the elbow. Puts it on the floor, backs her way in, and then Feuerbach with help takes the ball away. Sends it to McCabe. Three, no good, left wing. Taylor has not had that three-pointer going this afternoon. 68-57, Hawkeyes with the lead. Badgers basketball. Lob pass inside, shot no by McCray. Had a good look, and the Hawkeyes retreated defensively to dig up the rebound. 6:30 left to go in the fourth. 68-57 Iowa with the lead in the basketball on senior day. Olsen left side drives toward the left block. Tried to make a spin move and then pulls it back out as Leitzinger cut her off. Now she's free throw line extended left, goes to the left. Lob pass inside, Stalky. Shot no good, got her own rebound. And now works around the arc. McCabe for three. In and out, Stalky, another rebound. Kicks it to Olsen, left wing. Slips it inside, Stalky. Goes up baseline, no. Another rebound, goes to the right side, layup good.
Oh, is it fourth time's a charm?
That's got to be 13 or 14 rebounds now for Hannah Stalky.
Unbelievable, yeah, as you say that. She gets her 15th rebound of the game. They call that padding the stats, I think.
An easy double-double this afternoon for Hannah Stalky, and the Hawkeyes go up by 13. Wisconsin hasn't scored for over 2 minutes with 5:30 left to go. Fans are on their feet. Runner from the elbow, good by Ronnie Porter, and a chance for a three-point play. Wow.
Yeah, Kylie was pretty straight up, but I think Porter kind of went into her body, created some contact, and then Kylie's called with the body foul on that shot. But it was a nice little floater from Ronnie Porter, and you know, it reminds me a little bit of Tania Davis when she was in a Hawkeye uniform. You know, she herself is about the same height as Ronnie Porter, but she was such a great finisher because she had all these angles. She would throw her floater up there, use the glass or not. So very similar type of player.
Porter does complete the three-point play. She has 6, almost shot that one from her right hip. High arching shot. Feuerbach picks up her first foul, 70-60. Hawkeye lead trimmed to 10. Iowa with the basketball. Feuerbach, top of the key, sends it right side of Falter, and she puts it on the floor, and a pass in the paint to O'Grady is stolen by Porter, and then contact at midcourt. Hawkeye foul on Kylie Feuerbach. That'll be a quick 2 on Kylie, and we've got timeout on the court. Hawk fans, don't forget throughout the season, just a couple more opportunities to join head coach Jan Jensen for Hawk Talk, presented by Oakdal, live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency in Coralville. Hawk Talk with Coach Jensen will take place weekly from 6 until 7. We'll have one for you tomorrow night and then on the 10th. So 2 more Hawk Talks to round out the season as the postseason begins, most likely on Wednesday for the Hawkeyes from Indy. 4:58 left to go in the fourth. Iowa 70, Wisconsin 60. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hear that? That's the Iowa Lottery powering up the new Pac-Man scratch ticket, where you could jump your way to $50K in instant cash prizes. Even if you don't score big in your first round, you still get an extra life. Because you can enter non-winning tickets in the VIP club for a chance to win a Pac-Man arcade package, plus your share of $325,000 in cash prizes. That's a lot of Waka Waka winning. Woo-hoo! Pac-Man is registered and copyrighted by Bandai Namco Entertainment Inc. Enter and see rules at iLottery.com/VIP.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawkeyes have led by as many as 13. That was at the 5:57 mark of quarter number 4, but have led for 29 minutes and 7 seconds this afternoon. Wisconsin for 4:15. At the game, we're at home. Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by Molly's Cupcakes in downtown Iowa City for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes, and there's about 3 or 4 dozen cupcakes in the Iowa locker room.
Well, did
you see those?
Did Coach Henderson offer you a cupcake on the airplane ride home from Ann Arbor the other night?
I don't think so.
There's a Molly's
I'll have to get on her about that.
Yeah, you should. She had a Molly's Cupcake in her hand. I told her to make sure you got a bite.
Well, I know she didn't eat it, right? Too healthy for that. 70-60. Hawks with the lead as Wisconsin gets the ball in deep to Williams, goes up against O'Grady, and Addy blocks the shot. Held both hands up, vertical, and got it done. Olsen in the front court all the way to the rim, lays it up and good. Took it right down the middle of the court, angled to the right, and scores. She has 22.
Makes you feel transition was something Iowa must have talked about at halftime, because their transition attack on the offensive end has been significantly improved in the second half.
Hawks by 12, led by as many as 13. 4:10 left to go in regulation. Hawks shooting for victory number 20. Williams, left block, goes up and under O'Grady, and a foul is going to be called on Annie O'Grady. Boy, just like Williams just took a drop step, went right around her, no contact, but Annie's going to pick up her second foul.
No, I think Williams tripped over her own feet on the finish, and the official, Brian Hall, called it from behind the play. Seems like he just, because he saw her fall, he thought there must have been a push involved, but here I go again, just being critical.
Well, got more games left.
Yeah, it's always something to get better at. That's unfortunate, because I thought Addy, although, yes, she got beat to the rim, played pretty good non-fouling defense there.
Williams connects on both free throws, and Sarah Williams up to 18. She had a career-high 36 overtime victory against Butler earlier this year. Olsen races down toward the baseline and lost her balance and tried to get it back out to Feuerbach, and it's picked off by Wisconsin in transition. 72-62, three-pointers up and no good by Myers. She hit 3 in the first half. Only 1 since, didn't connect there. Hawkeyes get it into the front court. Stalky in next dead ball. O'Grady outside the paint, left wing, kicks it far side, a Falter. 3 for Sydney Falter.
And a great screen from Lucy Olsen set that entire thing up. She sealed off Sid's defender, so she was wide open in the corner. And we both know how effective Sid is from those corner threes.
Been terrific. Olsen almost a steal. Hawks tie their big lead of the game at 13, 75-62. Porter, right wing, gets it over to Williams. That's an air ball, three-pointer from the right side, where she is now 1 for 12 in that category on the year. Hawkeyes push the ball in the front court. Certainly can run some clock here. And Jensen up saying, hey, let's calm down. Here's Feuerbach, top of the key, 2 dribbles, left side. Aaliyah Guyton goes toward the rim, gets caught in the air, gets it to O'Grady, kicks it back out to Kylie Feuerbach with 5 to shoot. Kylie drives down the left side of the lane, goes left-handed layup short off the window. Nice move, just couldn't get the shot to go. 75-62. Hawks with the lead, Badgers in the front court. Here's Myers. Gets it out to McCray, who has 15 on the afternoon. Now Douglas, free throw line extended left. Gets it to Williams, high post area. Drops it inside McCray. Blocked. Olsen. Foul. Lucy Olsen.
Number 33, Olsen as her second.
Yeah, I felt like at that point in the possession, Lucy probably could have just gone straight up and maybe conceded that instead of sending McCray back to the free throw line for a couple more free throw attempts. But 13-point lead. I feel like this is the point in the game where you're using as much of the 30-second shot clock as possible. Keeping your foot on the gas, you know, but you don't need to extend this basketball game anymore.
And don't foul. There's no reason. As McCray knocks down the first free throw. Last thing you want is Wisconsin getting points with no time running off the clock. McCray, good free throw shooter, knocks them both down. She has 17. 7 above her average. Olsen into the front court. 75-64 Hawkeyes with the lead in the ball. Inside, O'Grady goes to work on the left block and scores. O'Grady double figures on senior afternoon with 10. And now we'll see if Coach Jensen feels comfortable enough to get A.J. Ediger into the game, and I think that's going to be the case. 30-second timeout taken by the Badgers.
Now you hope that the Badgers aren't going to put on press here with, you know, a 13-point lead. Feels like it's pretty well out of hand, but I'm guessing that's why you call that timeout there, is to set up a pressure type defense to try to force some turnovers here with a minute 44 to go.
77-64. Hawkeyes have tied their big lead at 13. And all 5 seniors are now on the floor, so that worked out well with the Wisconsin timeout. Olsen, O'Grady, Ediger, Fulter, and Feuerbach. Pretty nice to be able to do that with 1:40 left to go. Wisconsin with the ball. McCray at the top of the key. No threat to really shoot that one. Hands it off to Porter with 5 to shoot. She turns the corner, goes down the left side of the lane, gets all the way to the rim and scores.
Yeah, Porter, quick first step, beat Lucy on that very first initial action.
A.J. Ediger, right at the top of the key. Takes one dribble, goes to the right wing. Now Olsen, Fulter. Feuerbach gets it inside to Sydney Fulter. Layup good. And puts Sydney in double figures. And let's see if now the Hawks will just get some opportunities to send Sydney Fulter off at Carver Hawkeye Arena for the final time. What a close to the season for Sydney Fulter. Remember how good she was in the postseason last year.
Yeah, I think I might tear up a little bit. Sid is just a kid who deserves everything that's come to her this year.
Just great to be around. What a teammate she is. Shot is up and no good by Wisconsin. 79-66, 45 seconds left to go. Olsen tried to get it to Mulaney. It's picked off by Douglas. Left side, and then catches Williams in transition. Right-handed layup, no. O'Grady gets the rebound, pushes it ahead to Lucy Olsen. And Jan Jensen quickly calls a timeout just to get Ava Hayden into the game. Addie O'Grady, a big hand for her. And also for Lucy Olsen. What a month of February she had.
Absolutely, and I'm glad Jan took 2 players out there. She's going to run out of timeouts, get herself a technical, trying to call these timeouts to sub-5 players.
Well, you could survive a technical right now.
You could, just, style points.
And then Stremlow for Kylie Feuerbach. So the 5 seniors had a chance to be on the floor and an opportunity to come off the floor to a standing ovation inside Carver Hawkeye.
Well, Kylie Feuerbach does have that option for one more year. She remains to be seen what she's going to do with it.
Would have that opportunity for a 6th year. As Jan Jensen calls timeout again. Get Jada Jimfy into the game with 32 seconds left to go.
Jada,
she's tearing up a little bit.
Fully crying as she has to enter the game. And Jada's as funny as they come. You know, she's cracking up that she's now trying to play basketball with this amount of tears in her eyes. But the tears show you how much these people mean to this locker room. And they are just outstanding individuals. And you couldn't be prouder of the successes that they've gotten to have now as they've stepped out of kind of the shadow of some of the Iowa stars over the last few years.
Memorable seasons. We'll try to make another memorable March. 79-66, 25 seconds left to go. Inside Hayden. Back outside Mulaney. Works the right side of the court. Cross court to Stremlo. Fakes a 3. Puts on the floor. Gets into the paint. Drops it off for Ava Hayden. Layup good.
Oh, you sub out the seniors and then you watch the future make a play like that. Really awesome to see Stremlo to Hayden.
81-66. 5 seconds left to go. Hawks will win 20 this season. At the buzzer, the runner no good by Leitzinger. And the Hawks win the final game of the regular season, taking care of the Wisconsin Badgers by the final score of 81-66. Hawks made 3 of their last 3 from the floor as the senior day festivities will start. And we will bring it all to you on the Hawkeye wrap-up show from Carver Hawkeye Arena. 22 from Olsen, 21 from Hannah Stalkey. A double-double for Hannah to go along with those 15 rebounds. 81-66, the Hawks over the Badgers. Finished the regular season 20-9 and 10-8 in conference play. The Badgers fall to 13-16, 4-14 in the conference. 81-66, Hawks over the Badgers. That's now 30 in a row. Iowa over Wisconsin. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, a AAA 4-diamond luxury property located just a few minutes from the Eastern Iowa Airport in downtown Cedar Rapids. Whether you're visiting for business or pleasure, the hotel is happy to welcome you. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his crew at Dodge Street Tire. For over 30 good years, they have taken care of their customers and treated them like neighbors. This season, if your car or truck is struggling to compete, take a shot with Dodge Street Tire. You won't have to jump through hoops to ensure quality and honest service for Hawkeye fans everywhere. Whether it's new tires or engine trouble, Dodge Street Tire will score a win for you and your family. At the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Join Bobby Hansen and Gary Dolphin each week for Hawk Talk, live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency in Coralville. They'll be joined each week by Coach McCaffrey and a Hawkeye player. For the complete schedule, visit HawkeyeSports.com.
U.S. Cellular introduces Us Mode, a way to set your phone for less distraction and deeper connection, so dinner sounds less like this and more like this. Visit in-store or online to set up Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, the 5G network built for us.
Hey, Hawkeyes, while your hard-working class are on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. And by Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. This is the Hawkeye Postgame Show.
After a big Hawkeye victory against Wisconsin, unbelievable, but 30 straight wins Iowa now has over the Wisconsin Badgers, 81-66 this afternoon, and that dates back to February 25th, 2007.
That is crazy. That is completely crazy. I think these are teams that played twice pretty much every year since then, being that there's the border rivalry.
Then if you meet in the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, that's really impressive and not easy to do. And there's been some really good matchups in Madison. I know Sam Logic, who we talked about, she'd bring 2 busloads worth of people over to Madison every year for that matchup, and had some of her best games of her career under the lights in the Kohl Center. But yeah, that's 30 in a row is really, really impressive.
It's a big number. Farmers State Bank has proudly served Eastern Iowa for decades, providing customers with fast answers and stronger partnerships and better banking. Visit our friends at FSB Online at myfsbonline.com or the convenient branch in Tiffin. Farmers State Bank, that's FSB, Iowa's faster, stronger, better community bank. Member FDIC. As we wait for the Senior Day festivities, let's check out the post-game stats report brought to you by Hy-Vee. Sign up for the totally free Hy-Vee Perks program and enjoy exclusive Perks pricing on hundreds of items in store and online. Score big savings today at Hy-Vee.com/perks.
Well, the 81-66 victory, the Hawks shot the basketball 51.7% from the field on 30 of 58 shooting, 35% from 3 on 7 of 20, and 14 for 15 from the free throw line, 93%. That's definitely one to be proud of there. Leading scorer for the Hawks was Lucy Olson with 22 points on 9 of 16 shooting. She was 2 for 4 from 3, a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, but 5 turnovers on her line for the day. Hannah Stolke, the second leading scorer with 21 total points. What could have been, had she struggled to finish on some of those layups, but 7 for 12 from the field. A perfect 7 for 7 from the free throw line, which is so good to see for Hannah Stolke. And then 15 rebounds, jumps off the page at you. Impressive, 9 of those offensive. She had 3 assists and 4 steals to go along with it. So what a well-rounded game for Hannah Stolke. For Wisconsin, shot the basketball 43% from the field, 24 for 55. 33% from 3 on 5 of 15 shooting, and then 86% from the free throw line, 13 for 15. Leading scorer, no surprise, was Sarah Williams, but not on a very efficient day for her. She had 18 points on 6 of 14 shooting, 6 for 8 from the free throw line, but had another double-double, extending her streak of those, and one of the best in the country when it comes to double-doubles, rounding out her line with 10 boards, 3 assists, 1 block shot, and 5 turnovers. Iowa did end up out-rebounding the Badgers 34-25, 11-8 on the offensive glass, and then Iowa won the paint war 44-36. Second chance won 13-10, and then bench points as well, 20-9. So basically, in every single category that you're looking for in all those comps, Iowa led the way.
Postgame stats report brought to you by Hy-Vee. The postgame show will continue after the break as Iowa defeats Wisconsin 81-66, 20-9. So they got to that magic 20 and get 10 victories in the Big Ten. And a losing streak of 5, winning streak of 6. and finished the year 8 of their last 10. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Silver Star Car Wash, where unlimited washes start at just $19.99 per month. Free vacuums, free dry down towels, and convenient locations all over town. Come through as often as you like, starting at just $19.99 a month. That's a bargain that'll clean up your car without cleaning out your wallet. Fast, easy, and unlimited, starting at just $19.99 per month. Silver Star Car Wash is the best way to keep your car looking new all year long. Silver Star Car Wash. A better wash, a great feeling.
Hey Hawk fans, ready to elevate your game day experience? Introducing Daydreamer Cannabis Infused Beverages. Made locally in North Liberty, Iowa, Daydreamer is your all-natural, low-calorie lifestyle beverage made with real fruit. It's light, healthy, and alcohol-free. Just what you need to keep you relaxed when the game heats up. So grab yourself a Daydreamer. Sip local and dream big. As always, enjoy responsibly. Visit us online at enjoydaydreamer.com.
Did you know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard with 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources? Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, with our partner, NG Iowa, is offering full-time positions in utility operations for our campus and hospital water, heating, steam, and distribution systems. Check out the jobs and apply at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hi, Chef Grunder. Let's dive right into the machine shed. Fridays here mean all you care to have fried or broiled North Atlantic cod. Or try our bone-in seasoned catfish, lightly fried. More of a salmon lover? Choose between the machine shed's white wine sauce or apple bourbon glaze. Our sauteed savory shrimp will satisfy your taste buds with Old Bay seasoning and Asiago cheese. All great choices. Join us this Friday or every Friday for seafood worth savoring at the shed.
I-80 and Hickman Road, Urbandale. I-80 and Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
81-66-21. Hannah Stalky, including 15 rebounds. Lucy Olson leads the way with 22 as Sydney Falter is our first senior to be recognized on a victory senior day Sunday afternoon.
Alter has scored over 700 points, pulled down over 600 rebounds, dished out over 200 assists. Alter is the 11th Hawkeye since 2009 to record 15 plus rebounds in a game and has done so twice. A season ago, she was named to the Albany second team all-regional team and was part of the 2024 Big Ten All-Tournament squad. Sid will graduate in May with a degree in sports and recreation management and health studies. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Sid Falter. Thank you to the Falter family.
Next up, Kylie Feuerbach.
The support that women's basketball and women's sports gets here at Iowa is truly not common at all in locations, and so being able to be part of that here at Iowa is really, really fun. And I don't know how many people I know all the members that we've made with these players, but having those fun forums has been really awesome. And I mean, being able to play such a fun type of basketball at this high level and being so happy and enjoying every single moment is just a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and being able to do it has been so much fun. I mean, being able to play at Hawkeye Arena in general, just the fan base is the same, but you don't always think that there's going to be that many fans at other locations, and so being able to be on the West Coast, the East Coast, and wherever we're at, and getting that same support has been surreal. I think that's what makes Iowa also so special, is that they don't just necessarily build you as a basketball player, but also as a person, and just the leadership that I've been able to experience over the years, from the coaches to the players to the staff, or even just the fans too, to be able to experience all of that coaches and their coffee runs, or the teammates, their coffee game day dates, no matter what it was, being able to just always come in and being so happy and joyful was really fun.
Kylie Fierbach is escorted by her parents, Steve, Lisa, and family. Kylie has started over 30 games and played in 100 as a Hawkeye. Fierbach has scored over 375 points, pulled down more than 150 rebounds. Fierbach has more than 25 steals in each of the last 2 seasons. Kylie will graduate in May with a degree in marketing and a master's in strategic communication. Number 4, Kylie Fierbach!
And how many charges taken would be a statistic that you'd want to know as well. Before we get to our next senior, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Hawkeye Radio Network. You are listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Next up, Lucy Olson.
Basketball-wise, the USC game, because we were going through such struggles of just trying to find our groove as a team, and in that game, the environment in Carver was just crazy, and every time it's surreal. Like, you can't explain the feeling of it, how loud it gets. My ears, like, literally are ringing sometimes. I'm like, I can't hear the play call, this is awesome. But yeah, it's just so amazing, and I'm so grateful that I get to experience it. Like, just women's basketball in general, they've helped grow it so much, and as a little girl playing, like, just looking up to all those people and now seeing how far it's come, like, I'm happy to be at a place that really appreciates it. All the good and the bad times will just make you better, even in the moment when it stinks. Like, just keep pushing through and you'll get to the other side. I think just keep pushing no matter what you're going through, and keep working hard. Trust your work ethic. I love the team, the coaching staff. You guys are all part of my process and my story, and I'm so grateful to be here.
Lucy Olson is escorted by her parents, Kelly, Roland, and family. Lucy has started all 27 games she's played as a Hawkeye and has recorded 1,991 career points, 500 career assists, 500 career rebounds. She's the only player in the Big Ten to average better than 15 points per game and 5 assists per game this season. She is also one of 2 active Big Ten players to dish out 500 career assists. Lucy will graduate in May with a degree in communications. Ladies and gentlemen, number 33, Lucy Olson.
And really, you go back to the game at Washington on the 22nd of January.
Thank you, the Olson family, for sending Lucy to us.
When she had 20 points
season.
on 8 of 8 from the floor. And since then, Catherine, 16, 28, 14, 32, 27, 27, 17, 20, and 22 today. Quite a run.
Quite a run, and just a springboard in that Washington game for her. And like she said, there were some hard struggles there throughout the middle part of the season, and she has just taken off ever since.
And A.J. Ediger.
I think that in itself has really shaped me and challenged me to be a better person. And I think that that's something that I'm going to be grateful for always, is just the opportunities that being a part of the Iowa Women's Basketball program gave me. I truly believe that there is no better fan base in college sports as a whole than the Iowa fan base, especially women's basketball. They're super invested in all of us individually. I know, like, for me, I never had the highest, I never played the most minutes, I never scored the most points, but the individual attention that every single player gets, because the fan base is so invested and wants to show their support in whatever way they can, I think that's something truly special, and it's something that I won't ever take for granted, and that I've really, really enjoyed throughout my 4 years here in Iowa. Being able to find joy, no matter the situation, no matter what you may be going through, and really just leaning on the people around you. I think that's something that is incredibly valuable. I think that some former teammates, current teammates, coaches, I think they've impacted me in a way that I don't think they'll ever fully understand, so I just want to say thank you.
A.J. Ediger is escorted by her parents, Jay and Annette and family. A.J. has played in all 64 games as a Hawkeye, registered over 100 points in her career. She is shooting better than 50% from the floor. A.J. will graduate in May with a degree in social justice with an emphasis in race and equity. Number 34, A.J. Ediger. Thank you to the Ediger family.
You always remember her leading the charge on the bench, too, especially in those big-time postseason games to keep that energy going as we listen to senior Addie O'Grady, who had 10 points today.
They really showed me what it's like to be a strong and independent female athlete and just person in general. The coaches really harp on that you're a person first, and they help you and are supportive of you and everything that you do, not just basketball. I think my favorite memory is probably the second Final Four run and beating LSU in the Elite Eight. That was really special. Kind of revenge game on them, and me personally, I got to play a lot and made a big difference in that game against St. George's, and really got to help my team the biggest way and the biggest stage. This time crazy in the best way, but they're super supportive, and even if we're on the road playing against some other team, there's going to be so many people that are cheering for us, and I think that's been a large part of why we've been so successful and the level of impact that we've had on people's lives. And it's really cool to see little boys and little girls that look up to you and come to all the games and want your signature and aspire to be like you, and I think that's really special. Hard work and pushing through no matter what, even if you don't get the outcome that you want or playing time, whatever, you're part of a team and you're still so important no matter what your role is. I think I'll carry that on to whatever I end up doing for work or family life, whatever. I'd like to thank all of my coaches and past teammates who have really helped me. Monica and Sharon have really helped me a lot. Become the best post player that I can be, and our friendship off the court is what's going to be super valuable and super important for me for the rest of our life. Sharon's best friend, and I'm so glad that basketball brought me to her, and I'd like to thank my family too for being super supportive and just loving me and showing me support throughout the whole process.
Addie has started 18 games and has played in 130 as a Hawkeye. O'Grady has over 600 points and 300 rebounds. O'Grady has shot better than 53% from the floor in all 4 seasons. Addie will graduate in December with a degree in chemical engineering and a minor in math. Ladies and gentlemen, number 44, Addie O'Grady. Big thanks to the O'Grady family.
And now the seniors will get an opportunity to speak, and we'll catch as much of that as possible after Iowa's 81-66 victory over the Wisconsin Badgers, 30 in a row. Iowa over Wisconsin. Back to Carver after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as all the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. By 2025, we'll rely completely on climate-friendly, alternative fuels. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle these new fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hear that? That's the Iowa Lottery powering up the new Pac-Man scratch ticket, where you could jump your way to $50K in instant cash prizes. Even if you don't score big in your first round, you still get an extra life. Because you can enter non-winning tickets in the VIP club for a chance to win a Pac-Man arcade package, plus your share of $325,000 in cash prizes. That's a lot of waka waka winning. Pac-Man is registered and copyrighted by Bandai Namco Entertainment Inc. Enter and see rules at iLottery.com/VIP.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer is 3/3/25.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
And now Jan Jensen in her first year, addressing the Hawkeye faithful that stuck around for Senior Day.
Cheer squad and dance squad in the country. Thank you. You guys rock, truly. You really do. And I just want to say a special thank you publicly to this year's team for everything they've done. They've stayed the course. They have weathered a lot. They came with big shoes to fill, and they never batted an eye. And they were led by this fantastic group of seniors. Just truly stellar. And the thing is, you know, Addison O'Grady has been asked to play every role, and she has shined in every role. I will always remember everything you have done. A.J. Ediger, not one time did she ever get the shine and the bright light, but we wouldn't be where we are today if she wouldn't have showed up every single day and pushed and left. And Lucy Olson, there's very few people that would have the courage, even though it is so enticing to play in front of the best fans in the country, that would have the courage to come in and play behind number 22. But I think we found that she has some pretty doggone good shoes of her own. And Kylie Furbach, she's a lesson in adversity. She made a wiser choice the second time round. But seriously, we're just so grateful for the example and for everything that you have done and meant. And how about her defense, setting the tone every single day? And we've seen Sid Alfolter just show us how it's done. To stay the course, to wait your turn, and to show up big at every possible time. She's a big dog among big dogs. And lastly, I'd like to thank the families. You always hear the hardest times. You're there for the worst of times. You're there when our staff is probably never one of the favorite times. But I want to thank you for supporting your daughter to stay the course. I'm really hopeful that the lessons that they've all learned will serve them very well for life well beyond this hardwood. And I guess I'd like to leave everybody with just one big thank you, and we're going to have some fun in March. What do you say? Let's go Hawks! Thank you all.
Well, not many can address a crowd better than Jan Jensen. A terrific job, and a salute to the 5 seniors.
As you're heading out the door, let's give it up one more time for this fantastic senior class.
So the 5 seniors honored out at midcourt now. A.J. Ediger, Addie O'Grady, Kylie Fierbach, Lucy Olson, and Sydney Affolter. And that's the nice thing is that you want to win on Senior Day, which has been accomplished, but it's always good to know that, hey, there's a bunch of basketball in front of this team. We'll see what happens in Indianapolis. The Hawks are in the NCAA tournament. Just a matter of when, where, and what the seeding is. And as Coach Jensen said, let's hope for a long run. It'll start all about midweek in Indianapolis, where we haven't been for a few years. The last 2 Big Ten tournaments have been up in Minneapolis. Of course, the one before that, the Hawkeyes also won. That's been 3 in a row. So good vibes in Indy, just like Minneapolis.
That's exactly right. And Indy's a great host city for the Big Ten tournament. So it's like, you had all these years where you loved going to Indy, then you go up to Minneapolis, win 2 in a row, and you're kind of like, oh man, it felt like this was home court advantage. But that being said, Indy does a great job with it. And yeah, the difference will be playing on likely Wednesday of the Big Ten tournament. That's what will really be new for these Hawkeyes, who over the last several years have had that double bye and not played the first game until Friday.
That's probably the case. More basketball to be played, of course. Oregon and Washington, which is just now getting underway. We'll have more from Carver Hawkeye Arena, as we'll hear from Jan Jensen on the postgame show, and more. Stay with us after Iowa's 81-66 victory over Wisconsin. U.S. Bank, a proud sponsor of the Hawkeyes. We're in it with you for the good stuff and all the hard work it takes to get there, because together there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Also want to recognize our game sponsor today. That is MidwestOne Bank. MidwestOne, we combine sophisticated banking solutions and local expertise to deliver a custom financial strategy that is unique to your needs. Small enough to care, big enough to deliver. Member FDIC. 81-66, Hawks get a Senior Day victory over Wisconsin. More from Carver Hawkeye after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Fran McCaffrey. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hawkeye fans, get ready for the game with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're excited to bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Enjoy fan favorites like Easy Eddie and Citrus Surfer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to Carver? Join us at any of our 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon, where you can get out of the cold and enjoy warm hospitality while watching the game. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Iowa Hawkeyes all season long. Go Hawks!
Hey folks, there's nothing better than burgers, beer, and sunshine. At Burger Shed, we've got all that and more. Try the pork banh mi sandwich with kimchi and teriyaki sauce, or triple your fun with the BS Mac, stacked with 3 buns with our signature BS sauce and homemade pickles. Wash it all down with a cold local brew, and don't forget to soak up the sunshine on one of our 2 patios with lakefront views. The only BS you need is the Burger Shed. Burger Shed, Bass Pro Drive, Altoona.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Welcome back to Carver as Iowa defeats Wisconsin 81-66. Before we listen in on some of today's top plays, let's check the U.S. Bank scoreboard because there are plenty of finals now in the Big Ten, which include Michigan. And their come-from-behind victory over Illinois at 78-69. Rutgers defeats Penn State 75-70. Indiana all over Purdue by 20, 77-57. Nebraska no problem with the Northwestern Wildcats, 98-77. And then a couple of games that have yet to be determined. They're in the fourth quarter as Maryland has a 5-point advantage over Ohio State at the 4:45 mark of the fourth quarter, 70-65. It is Washington 51, Oregon 45 with 9:12 left to go in the fourth. And those are the last 2 games of the regular season in Big Ten women's basketball as it'll get underway in Indianapolis with the Big Ten tournament on Wednesday. There were no plays under review today, as all plays under review are brought to you by Athletico Physical Therapy. Our aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines, Athletico's movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. And now it's that time to listen in on some of tonight's top action. Stalky comes out on her. She gets to the elbow. Spin move from 14, no good. And the rebound taken down by Sydney Falter. Falter brings it into the front court. Now Olsen, wide open 3 again. Count it from the left wing. Here's Olsen, wide open 3 right at the top of the key, off the front of the iron. Stremlo skies for the rebound, flips it off to Addie O'Grady, layup good. 3 minutes into quarter number 2, no points in the first 3 minutes by either team. Now, Guyton with 4. Bounce pass into Stalky. Shot up. Good. In traffic. Count it. And she's fouled. That pulls the Badgers to within 2. They've made their last 3 from the floor. Olsen floats a pass to Stalky. Back outside. Guyton. 3. Count it from the left wing. And now gets it back to a Falter. And rips the net. Top of the key 3 for Sydney Falter. Let's get Sid going on senior day. Hannah Stalky gets the rebound in the paint, whips it back out to Feuerbach, 3 straight away, count it! Second 3-pointer of the ball game for Kylie Feuerbach. Now Stremlo takes it from the left side, into the paint, spin move, goes glass and finishes. And Stalky picks it off all the way to the rim. Layup good as they tried to get it to Douglas on the perimeter. Stalky got a hand and took it all the way. Lob pass inside Stalky, shot no good, got her own rebound, and now works around the arc. McCabe for 3, in and out Stalky, another rebound. Kicks it to Olsen, left wing, slips it inside Stalky, goes up baseline, no. Another rebound, goes to the right side, layup good. Back outside, Mulaney works the right side of the court. Cross court to Stremlo, fakes a 3, puts on the floor, gets into the paint, drops it off for Ava Hyden, layup good. Plenty of action today and many contributors for the Hawkeyes' victory over Wisconsin 81-66. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. It's time for our post-game chat with Jan Jensen, presented by Oaknall. It is Oaknall's mission to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oaknall is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, of course, Carver Hawkeye, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit Oaknall.com to learn more. Here's Catherine with head coach Jan Jensen.
Coach Jensen, 20 wins is a milestone. I know you had lots of goals coming into this season, but I believe that was certainly one of them. So what does that one mean to you?
I'm just so thankful because, especially 5 weeks ago, right, we started out so well in the non-con, and then we hit the toughness of the Big Ten and just saw a lot of growing pains and just the resiliency. I'm really thankful because even when I was a young coach, the 20-win season mark, that's always remained pretty true. Doesn't matter what league you're in. If you get to 20 wins, you just always feel that it's been successful. So I'm thrilled, and I'm so happy for this group, and especially this senior class, because they had a lot of big shoes to fill, and I think getting to the 20 wins, and we're not satisfied, but it just gives us some confidence going into the March Madness.
As it should. And speaking about today's game, 81-66 win over Wisconsin. Hannah Stolke, 15 rebounds. I see your reaction. You'd like a few more of those layups to go in. We all would. But talk about her performance today, and then Lucy. They're just so consistent of late.
Yeah, I'm just so thankful that they are kind of coming in to their confidence and their consistency. And I thought today Hannah's performance reminded me of, everything we've seen for Hannah in the past. We've seen it for moments this year. But I think if we can head into the Big Ten tournament with her feeling good like that, that's going to bode really well for us.
And so what are the next, waiting game look like as you wait for that Big Ten tournament bracket to come out?
I just, I think this particular year, I haven't been as anxious about that because I've been so grateful knowing that we had climbed a pretty steep hill to get to this point. And I can't fret about, I wish we were the 9 seed or higher. I just know where we could have been, and they really fought to get to this spot. So I'm just kind of, one thing I'm anxious about is who we're going to play, but I'm not going to worry if it's a Wednesday game versus a Thursday game. I'm just, I hope it's a draw I like.
Absolutely. It's all about matchups from here on out in March. But congrats on the win today, Coach, and congrats on your 20th win, your first year as head coach.
Thank you. I'm so grateful. And thanks to these great fans, boy. You guys, I just get choked up thinking about how fortunate I am that I get to coach here. So thanks for being with us all year long, and we'll see you next year in Carver, but hopefully we'll see a few of you in Indy.
Certainly hope so. Always a great time in Indianapolis, and hopefully the Hawkeyes can put together a big run. And Catherine, with the way this tournament sets up, we know USC and UCLA are right there at the top, as USC will be the number 1 seed, winning the regular season championship, defeating the Bruins last night. UCLA number 2. Everybody's gettable. The Trojans' lone loss was right here to the Hawkeyes inside the arena, and Iowa took UCLA to the final seconds. Of course, Ohio State as well. So whatever the draw is, I think there's so much parity in this league, especially when you get outside those top 2 teams, that anything can happen, and usually does.
I totally agree, and that's where they say March basketball is fun basketball, because truly anything can happen. But one thing I'm confident in is that no one in this conference wants to draw Iowa going into the Big Ten tournament. That's not just because they've won it 3 consecutive years. Teams are primed to come after the Hawks, but they know what this team's capable of, and they're a scary team to get drawn in a one-and-done tournament like the Big Ten tournament. So, certainly anything can happen, but you'll hear us say it probably 100 more times, is it's all about matchups from here on out. And there are certain teams that Iowa likes their matchup against more than they do against some other teams. You look at Iowa's losses on this season: Michigan State, Ohio State, taking USC and UCLA out of the mix, just because, again, they are obviously 1 and 2 in the country parts of the year. But when you look at the rest of the conference, every team's gettable. You just kind of want to avoid the minefields of some of those teams that gave you trouble in the regular season.
Most likely, not official, but most likely the 10 seed for the Hawkeyes, which would be the early game on Wednesday evening. There's 3 games on Wednesday that start late afternoon. It would be a 10-15 matchup, and as far as the seeding is concerned, so if Iowa's the 10th seed, whoever is that 15th team, so really the last team in the tournament will be Iowa's opponent.
Right, yeah, it's but like you say, when you look at this conference and how stacked up that middle has been, it's kind of one of those situations where somebody had to be 15th, somebody had to be 16th. Those things, as there's a lot of records that are pretty close to each other. But I think what you're likely looking at is probably playing like potentially Rutgers or somebody who, you beat pretty handily during the regular season. That being said, you got to come to play. Again, the one and done is just changes how things go, and anything can happen in that sort of setup. So I like that draw, though, as far as time of day for the Hawks to play. It's a very normal game day routine for the team to go through, have your shoot-around, have your meal, and get over to the arena without anything too weird shaking up the day. So, I liked what Coach Shunchin just said in her post-game interview, is that she hasn't been anxious about when they play or what day it is. It's like business as usual. You go into March looking to win and go 1-0 every day.
No doubt about it. Well, we'll see you in Indy.
We will see you in Indy, Rob.
And it should be a 5:30 start on Wednesday if it is that 10-15 game. So we will be on the air at 5 o'clock, rush hour, on Wednesday from Indianapolis, Indiana. The Big Ten tournament. Hawkeyes, of course, 3 in a row as champions, and will go for 4 in a row. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? And it'll be fun to find out. And the Hawks also, every victory really helps that NCAA seeding as well. But for today, on Senior Day, it's all smiles. Iowa over Wisconsin, 81-66. 22 from Lucy Olson, 21 and 15 rebounds, 7 out of 7 from the free throw line for Hannah Stalkey. That's just one off her career-high rebounds. That was against Nebraska back on the 16th of January. So that'll wrap up our regular season coverage of Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Hope you enjoyed it. We certainly enjoyed having you along and look forward to Wednesday night. For Catherine Reynolds, I'm Rob Brooks. The final score once again, Iowa 81, Wisconsin 66. Good night from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with a Hy-Vee Perks membership. University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. And by Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.